And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again tonight here on Behind the Arc Basketball. This series tied up 2-2 as we move on now to game number 5 of the series. Back to Miami it goes between the Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. Pivotal game number 5 coming up tonight between these two teams. And these games haven't even been close in this playoff series. Just 4 total lead changes, 1 lead change over the past 3.5 games. Boston a plus 28 margin total in the series. Boston blowing out Miami by 25 in game number 2, winning the last game by 20 in game 4. Miami led as many by 20 in game 1. The Heat led as many by 26 in game number 3. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Going to tip off in around 15 minutes from now, approximately, going down here between these two teams tonight. Welcome on board as we got quite the crowd so far. Waiting for this one. Welcome you guys out to the pregame. Vegas, Victoria, Casper, Christian, Wide Awake, Miss Boozehound, General Booty, welcome back in. Got my Celtics in this game. Best of luck there to Christian. Final day of school tomorrow. That's awesome, man. Last day of junior year. Boston coming into this one 0-1 in Game 5s, trying to redeem themselves. Their lone loss in Game 5 was against the Bucks in the game they should have had. They lost 110-107, let it slip away from their own fingertips in that game as they were leading up as many by 14. Miami 2-0 in Game 5s, both of their home floor so far in the playoffs, winning against the Hawks 97-94, closing out Atlanta in 5, winning Game 5 against Philadelphia 120-85 in the last series. Celtics coming off a huge victory last time I called these two teams on Monday night. Final score 102-82. Boston led as many by, they were up by a bunch, and they led 18-1. At one point with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first. Miami didn't make a single shot until 3:22 remaining first quarter. That happened to be the longest drought without a basket in a quarter century. The Heat, just 18 total points combined by their entire starting 5. Going to have to do much, much better than that in order to play tonight in this game. And to make this one a good one, 7 for 36 by their starters. Fewest points by a starting lineup since statistics tracking all the way back in 1970 right there. So some bad signs of history for the Heat in the last game. It's been the bounce back team that's won every single game coming up after a loss for the bounce back team, which the Celtics bounced back in a big way in the last one. Oink oink, welcome to the stream here once again. Joe, Jerry, Jonathan, Sean, Sam, Kevin. Glad to have you guys on board being a part here once again. What year was the toughest? Probably my freshman year, making like the transition to high school. Freshman year was my 9th grade year, because in high schools it's different. Some high schools do 8 to 12, some do 9 to 12. Mine was 9 to 12 for high school. Celtics happen to not shoot the ball well either, just 23.5% from 3-point range, 8 for 34, 39.7% from the floor. But Boston outstanding with their defense. Rob Williams, a big, big difference maker, and he is back tonight once again. Quick update on the injuries for you guys. The Celtics are healthy going into tonight. Marcus Smart's playing for Boston. Not at full strength, though, for Smart, but he's going to be out there in the starting lineup along with Rob Williams tonight. So Smart and Rob Williams both getting starting nods in this game. Tyler Hero is still out for Miami. Miami had 5 players go into this game questionable. Everybody's going to play except for Tyler Hero, though. And the Celtics with everybody tonight, besides Sam Hauser, who's been out. But that's basically, like, he'll come into the game if there's, like, a 25-point game or so in the fourth quarter in the final, like, few minutes or so. But all the main guys playing tonight for the Celtics in this game, and Tyler Hero, 6th man of the year, he is out from Miami. Boston, hungry, physical. They came out dominating the glass, 60-39 points in the paint, 38-28. And then at the free throw line, attempted 38 free throws, made 32 of those at 84% at the charity stripe. Celtics 11-2 in the blocks in the last game. And also the big key, not turning over the basketball. 9 turnovers in both of their victories for Boston. 9 turnovers they got in Game 4, 9 turnovers in Game 2. When they struggled, it's because of turnovers. And for tonight, if the Celtics want to win this game, they have to limit the turnovers. 16 turnovers in Game number 1, 24 in Game number 3 of the series. Way too many turnovers, and that's what the Heat have thrived upon is transition offense and points off of turnovers. Here's the numbers for the Heat right now, is when Miami's been able to force those turnovers, like 19 steals in game number 3. The Heat scored 52 points against Boston turnovers in games 1 and 3. In games 2 and 4, the Heat scored just 16 points off of Boston turnovers combined. So that's a huge number right there for the Celtics. Take care of the basketball. It's going to solve a lot of the problems. And the last game they were here at Miami, they beat the Heat for the first time in the playoffs that the Heat have lost a home game. Heat came into the game 7-0 on their home floor entering game 2, but the Celtics blew them out by 25 because Boston went 20 for 40 from three-point range. If I'm looking at a bounce back tonight in this game for the Celtics that they didn't do well, that's the three-point shooting. And Boston shot the ball, the lowest that they've shot the ball from three-point range in a 3-month span for the Celtics at 23.5%. I don't think they're going to be that bad ever again in the playoffs for the Celtics. That's a number I think they're going to look to bounce back and improve upon and make their threes tonight in this one. Kelly, Joski, welcome in once again, everybody. Tonight on the channel, getting closer to tip-off, around 12 minutes remaining. We'll tip this one off. Right now, Rob Williams, he has been massive in the series. With him on the floor for Rob Williams, he's a plus 33 in the series. Altering shots, 7'6" wingspan, blocking shots, and Bam Adebayo just hasn't channeled any sort of inner aggressiveness going up against Rob Williams because just hasn't been able to channel that aggressiveness unlike he did in game number 3. Bam Adebayo comes out game 3, sets the tone, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 15 to 22 from the floor, but in games 1, 2, and 4, Adebayo held at just 8 points per game with around 5 shot attempts on average. Kevin with a dono. Thanks so much, brother, for the dono. Appreciate it, man. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream here. Woo King, thanks so much for joining in. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one, Heat or Celtics. I got the Celtics 112-103, so I took the Celtics by 9 tonight. Hawkeye Nation, Ben, welcome to the stream. Big game tonight. Huge game number 5. The team that wins this wins the playoffs around 83% of the time for the team that wins game 5. The Celtics were on the opposite side of things against the Bucks. They happened to be down 3-2, and they had to win 2 straight in order to overcome that to get here. Boston as the favorite tonight on the road, 3.5-point favorites. Over-under set at 204, so looking for a low scoring game between these two teams tonight. Andrew, Showtime, Anthony, thanks so much, brother, for joining in. Yeah, feel free to let us know where you guys are out and from, representing this stream from. Gonna tip off in around 10 minutes from now, so getting closer. Thanks so much all for your patience entering tonight's stream. Jason Tatum, bounce back game for him, best player by far on the floor. In game number 4, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists for Tatum. Big bounce back game from the one he had game 3 on Saturday. He just held a 10 for Tatum. So I was feeling it. He got it. And now looking for the encore for the NBA first team selection by Tatum from yesterday. So Tatum getting first team selection, and for Tatum, you cannot let it go to your mind. You have to prove it tonight on the floor and show America why you are the first teamer for this season. Why you're in the club with Jokic and Booker this season as a first teamer. Dude K, O Harker, Gaming Jake, Lefterus, DSX, Mario. Got a lot of people on the stream. Let's go, everybody. Menzi, welcome in from Jamaica. Bill, welcome on board. Best of luck to the over tonight you're taking. Tom, welcome on board. Both teams playing through the pain. Celtics have everybody back, though, for all the key players tonight. Tyler Hero's still out, struggling. I heard news that he was struggling to move with his groin injury is still in pain. Struggling to move up and down the floor for Tyler Hero, so he is out once again tonight. Half a Bill, welcome in. Ranilo, Clean Music Lover. Derek, welcome to the stream, everybody, tonight. I'm going to tip off very shortly. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well. Also, this stream is sponsored by DraftKings. If you're out from the U.S. and any one of those 18 states that DraftKings is available, feel free to check out this offer. It's pinned into the chat, posted in the description below this video. Don't miss some great offers by DraftKings. New customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game. If they do win their game, you win $150 in free bets. All you have to do is use the promo code TBPN. Tano, welcome back in. DeAndre, Michael, Katniss, welcome on the stream tonight, being a part here. Will Butler hit over 25? I'm going to predict no in this one tonight. For Miami, they're hoping that he shows up, but seemed like he was playing through a lot of pain in the last game for Butler. 3 for 14. He had a lot of good looks, just couldn't make them in the last one. Let's see here off the top of my head. UNC, Arkansas, Houston, I would have inside that top 5. I think Kentucky is probably going to bounce back. Could be 2 SEC teams in there. Oh, Baylor right now is looking really good. I think Baylor got back Adam Flagler today. There's always a team from the Big 12 that represents. I was talking about Texas Tech in my last stream that wouldn't shock me if they get to a Final Four once again. Somebody from the Big 12 is going to do it. I'm looking towards Baylor right now. Baylor putting the pieces together in the offseason. Philip, thanks so much for joining in. Consuelo, Raphael, Leonard, Richard on the stream. Welcome on board tonight in this one. Feel free to hit me up in the chat who you guys got here. Celtics or Heat. We're 5 minutes away from tip-off. This game is at Miami, FTX Arena. All the fans are in the arena. That was not the case when the games were earlier, trying to beat the Miami traffic. Much tougher when they had the 7 o'clock start times when the Heat were playing the Hawks and the Sixers in the series. But these games much later for the Eastern Conference Finals, 8:45 p.m. tip-off times, which allows the fans to get into the arena on time. So I know for both of the cities, traffic can be quite crazy. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm south of Boston, though. But yeah, going into Boston, getting in there downtown, it could be quite crazy during rush hour, weekdays in the morning, like 5 to 10. Traffic starts up around 5, and then the 5 o'clock gridlock always happens too. Thanks so much, Katniss, for joining in. Yeah, I saw Miami get some good transfers for them. I think ACC should be much better coming up this upcoming season. Jay Ramirez, Edith, welcome back on the stream once again. Lisa, welcome in from Canada. Rob Williams, Marcus Smart, both playing tonight inside the starting 5 for the Celtics. For Miami, there are multiple players that were questionable. All will play besides Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is the lone player listed out tonight for the Heat. So Tyler Hero is the lone player listed out for the Heat. Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, PJ Tucker, Jimmy Butler, all playing tonight. They came into this game questionable. Butler was taken off the injury report entering this game because him and Tatum were on the injury report before the last game, but both of them off the injury report for this one. James, welcome back in. Randy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, things going pretty well. Been getting a lot of things done lately, which is good. Troy, NU City, Chris, Kevin, Asquith. Welcome on board, everybody, for being a part of the stream right now. Got a lot of people pouring in, 300 plus, as we're going to tip off in around 3 minutes. Wow, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't send Jaylen Brown and Rob Williams away for Karl-Anthony Towns. Only concerning thing about Rob Williams is his durability to hold up throughout the season. But he just changes this whole team defensively. He's massive for the Celtics. Without Marcus Smart in the last game, they crushed the Heat, and Rob Williams was a big part about it. I didn't talk about Al Horford yet. He was huge in the last game. Only scored 5 points for Horford, but man, had a stellar night what he did on the glass. 13 rebounds in game number 4, 4 blocks. He had a block where he blocked Caleb Martin trying to go backdoor, and he did a salute to the crowd. And Al Horford, as the primary defender, he held the Heat 1 for 12 shooting when Horford was the main defender. So that speaks volumes how great Horford is as a player here on this team for the Celtics. Great defender, great leader out on the floor, can stretch the floor, knock down threes. And Rob Williams being back has been massive, as he's just been blocking shots, altering shots, and Bam Adebayo's just been nervous going up against him. Bam Adebayo's just unaggressive whenever playing against Rob Williams. Rob Williams limiting Bam to an average of 8 and 5, or 8 and 6, with around 5 shot attempts per game in this series. When Rob Williams isn't out on the floor, he's averaging 31, 10, and 6. In that Game 3, shooting 15 of 22 by Bam Adebayo. Nash, thanks so much for joining in. Behind the Arc fan, welcome on board. So sorry to hear that, man. Send my best wishes to you, brother, and hopefully you'll be able to get better really soon there. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Celtics pretty much set, I think. The question mark's going to be durability in the long run with Rob Williams. Have to be careful with him because he's still young. That's why. I'm thinking probably if they're looking for future in the draft, I would probably go a big. Celtics don't draft until late in the 50s though. But yeah, they probably want to look into the market, maybe future for a big man, because Horford's up there in age, and then Rob Williams has been back and forth between the lineup. Hasn't been able to play consistently. In and out of games just because of injuries. That's the only thing that's just holding him back. All right, going to tip off in just a moment here, everybody. Thanks so much all for your patience being a part here in the stream. Celtics coming into this game 3.5-point favorites, 204 in the over-under tonight. Taking a look at the starting 5. Celtics, the road team tonight. This game's at Miami. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Rob Williams. That's the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Starting 5 for the Miami Heat tonight. That is Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is out tonight from Miami. Celtics with everybody tonight in this game for all their key players. Marcus Smart and Rob Williams. Or Marcus Smart's back in the lineup once again. It was him and Rob Williams coming into tonight questionable. Frank, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, me too. I'm on the east coast of the U.S., and these are a little bit later tip times for me. This game will probably end around 11... Yeah, I think 11:15, 11:30 my time at night. I get the Celtics by 9 tonight for my prediction. 112-103. Rob Williams came from Texas A&M. Yeah, Texas A&M... They've produced some physical players in the past. I was watching their college team this past season. They should have made the tournament. They were known to cause chaos, and they were physical, that team. Definitely should make the tournament this upcoming season. Wow, beautiful day out for Kevin there. 90 degrees out on the coast, still sunny. That's awesome. Celtics going to go in the black uniforms, exactly what I'm wearing tonight. Black jerseys, green numbers, green letters, white outline for this game. Miami will go in the home white uniforms tonight. Red numbers, red letters, black outline for this game for the Heat. As we're about to tip off in just a moment. Pre-game going extremely long for today. We've got an extended pre-game. We've been streaming for over 20 minutes right now and still haven't tipped off. Joe Annabelle, welcome in from the Whaling City. Thanks so much for joining in. James Zulu, welcome back in. Remy, glad to have you in the channel out from Haiti. Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo, starting 5 for the Miami Heat, starting 5 for the Boston Celtics, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Rob Williams tonight. A pivotal Game 5, the team that wins Game 5 usually goes on to win the series around 83% of the time. Yeah, Texas A&M's more of like a football school for them. Their crowd gets into it a ton. They call their crowd the 12th man for football. As we get underway, the ball gets tipped off, and Miami has the ball first off the opening tip as they will take it from right to left on the floor. Kyle Lowry defended by Tatum. Bounce pass top of the key Butler. Butler guarded by Smart, dribbles up to the right elbow, passes right corner. Tucker back over to Butler. Butler guarded by Smart 1-on-1, 5 in the shot clock. Butler around the Bam screen, floats up the shot, off the rim, no good, tipped off the rim, and the rebound goes right back to Miami. Straightaway 3, missed off the mark by Lowry, battle for the rebound, loose ball, Al Horford scoops it up. Celtics first possession. Horford takes it past midcourt, moves it out to the wing to Smart. Smart guarded by Lowry, 11:20 left to go in the first, moves over to Brown, free throw circle, Brown drives down the lane, turnaround, mid-range, Jaylen Brown around the rim, no good, Jimmy Butler defensive rebound. 11:05 left to go in the first. Both teams coming up empty their first possession. Tucker, bounce pass top of the key. Lowry, 1 minute through of action. Max Strus has the ball at the left wing perimeter. Did not score in the last game. Off the screen, takes the 3, missed off the side of the rim. Offensive rebound again by PJ Tucker. Second offensive board of the game. Tucker gets fouled off the roll down. So the clock will stop with 10:51. That is Jaylen Brown who contacts PJ Tucker. No shots coming up as it will result in a Heat inbound. Inbound goes to Lowry, top of the key, guarded by Tatum. Lowry moves it out to his right to Butler. Butler guarded by Smart, gets around him. Right baseline jumper, deep 2, missed off the back rim by Butler. He's 0 for 2 from the floor right now. As the Celtics control the rebound. Smart will slow it down. We'll see if Boston can get a quality look. Miami with 2 offensive rebounds, 0 for 4 from the floor to start. Boston 0 for 1. Rob Williams top of the key, lobs it over to Brown. Brown right baseline, guarded by Strus. Brown backs his way mid-block, moves it on top. Tatum out to the wing, he's double-teamed. Tatum jacks up a 3, shot clock going down off the front rim, no good. Max Strus comes out with a defensive rebound. Back it goes to Miami. Lowry attacking downhill, dump off. Butler puts it up and around the rim, no good. That's all from Rob Williams. Alters that shot at the very last second. Horford comes out with a basketball. Right corner, Horford. Now at the right baseline, guarded 1-on-1 by Strus. Bounce past Tatum in the key. Tatum defended by Lowry, free throw circle. Nobody can score 2 minutes through. Out to Smart at the wing. Smart guarded by Butler 1-on-1. 5 in the shot clock. Bounce pass Horford. Floats it up off the glass. No good. Cleanup though. It is good. Off the putback by guess who? The Time Lord. Rob Williams for the first bucket tonight. 2-0 Celtics. 9.5 left to go in the first. Heat with a possession. Tough defense by both of these teams starting it off. We're going to have a rock fest by any rate of this game. We might have the score in the 60s. Butler at the right baseline, guarded by Rob Williams 1-on-1. Takes the jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rob Williams contests another shot, and a defensive rebound pull down for the Celtics. Boston up 2-0. Smart. Lob inside. Goes over to Big Rob. Puts it home. Good for 2. Up and in off the backboard. Rob Williams doing everything so far with all 4 and contesting shots in the defensive side of the floor as well. 9 minutes left to go. This game's at Miami tonight. Lowry at the right wing. Moves it out right corner into the hands of Tucker. Hand off Kyle Lowry. And we got contact by Smart. in the corner. Game clock will stop with 8:49 left to go in the first, and the refs say reach and fall, charge to Marcus Smart. Raymond, Joe, Anna, thanks so much for joining in tonight. Easton's Universe, welcome back in the stream. P-High, welcome in. 8:49 remaining first quarter. Tucker gets the inbound. Tucker at the left elbow, hands it off to Strus. Towards his right, dribbles around the perimeter. Now towards his left, Strus gives it out left corner, Butler, up fake. Left baseline, dribble, Butler to the hole, scores. That's the first bucket of the game for the Heat. 8.5 remaining first quarter. Celtics possession, Smart moves on top. Al Horford guarded by Strus 101. Passes left wing, Rob Williams. Puts the ball into the hands of Tatum. Tatum, left baseline dribble. Double teamed inside. Tatum will draw the blocking foul. And Jason Tatum will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 8:18. Jason Tatum thriving in the series as of late. Getting to the charity stripe and a good start for him to draw the first foul of the game committed by Miami. Tatum to shoot 2 now at the line. Foul committed by Jimmy Butler, his first. Steve Commerce, welcome on the stream once again, guys. First one at the line by Tatum, but that one's off the mark, no good. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute bloodbath of a game tonight between these two teams. A rock fest. Second shot good by Tatum. 5-2. Celtics 5-2 on the road. Just 5-3 in their home floor in the 2022 playoffs. Lowry slips at the top. Celtics get whistled again for another foul. And that's on Smart. That's Smart's second. So the Heat, right from the start of this game, they're going right after Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart wearing a knee brace tonight. Hasn't worn a knee brace since he played at Oklahoma State during college. So Smart now out of the game. Quick exit to the bench with 2 quick fouls and 4 minutes on the floor. Derek White comes in for Smart. Tucker has the ball at the wing, moves it over to Butler. Butler dribbles up top of the free throw circle. Hands it over to Lowry. Attacks inside the key. Bounce pass left corner. Butler up fake. Shoots the 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Adebayo. Defensive rebound pulled down by Rob Williams, though. Celtics with the ball. 7:50 left to go in the first. Boston has it into the hands to Horford. Horford guarded by Bam. Moves it over to Jaylen Brown. Brown, a step back jumper. 18-footer straight away. Off the rim, no good. Tucker comes up with another rebound. Miami in Game 4 started off missing the first 14 shots from the floor. Butler looking to move it over to Tucker. Tucker out of the picture now. Passes to the wing. Off to Kyle Lowry. 7.5 left to go in the first. Lowry lobs it inside. Pass goes out of bounds. Sails over the head of Max Strus. That's a turnover. 7:20 left to go in the first. Boston up by 3. Will get the ball back. David, thanks so much for joining in, man. Joey, welcome to the stream. Derek White floats up the runner. Got it to go. That's good for the mid-range by Derek White. Derek White set the tone in the last game. He had the first 7 points of game number 4. Tonight, he puts number 7 on the scoreboard with 7 minutes remaining for the Celtics. 7-2 Boston. Butler has it at the wing. Aaron, welcome back, man. Adebayo. Right baseline, dribble on Brown. Underneath the hoop goes backdoor, scores, gets the layup. Hey, thanks so much, Eastons. Appreciate it, man, for being a part of the channel. You guys, the legends tonight in the stream, 700 plus watching. If you're new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Corner 3 missed by Horford. Tipped up into the hands of Strus with a defensive rebound. 6.5 left to go in the first. Low scoring affair to start this game off. Both of these teams using a ton of the shot clock. Butler launches with 14 on the shot clock. Missed the 3, follows it up with his own rebound. Floats it up high off the glass. Couldn't get it to go, but Bam Adebayo with a putback 2-handed jam. It's a 1-point game. Just making something out of nothing there for Miami. That's how tough the Celtics defense is. Into the free throw circle. Tatum, fall away. Not a good look right there by Tatum, off the rim short. And Miami with a defensive rebound. Top of the free throw circle, Butler. Hand off to Lowry. Moves it out left corner, Tucker. Up fake. Left baseline, dribble inside on Rob Williams. Bounce pass out to the wing, Lowry. Lobs it back over to Adebayo. Working on Tatum 101. Bam. Backs his way. Inside. Puts it up off the front rim. No good. Great contest by Tatum. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. Boston looking to push it. Lob over the top. White to Horford. He scores on a 3-on-2 transition play. Defense creating offense in the last possession for the Celtics. 5:30 left to go in the first, and we still yet to reach a media timeout because there's been no breaks in this one. Both of these teams playing through the pain, and their legs must be on fire right now. Tatum gives it to White. Pro Hot floats it up, and he's got it for 2 more. What an adjustment coming off the bench by Derek White. In place of 2 quick falls from Marcus Smart, a big difference maker right now, 11-6. Celtics lead, 5:18 remaining in the first. We're finally going to take the first timeout of the game. That was a lot of constant basketball action. 5:18 remaining first quarter. Boston leads by 5. If you're new on the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams I cover here on the channel. Quick update right now. Top scorers in the game. Derek White, he's got himself 4 points so far. 4 points by Rob Williams, 2 by Horford, and 1 at the free throw line by Tatum. 4 points by Bam Adebayo, 2 for 3 shooting. Jimmy Butler is 1 for 7. Butler was 3 for 14 in the last game, and it looks like his injury struggles have just carried over into this game. 2 points, 1 for 7 shooting by Butler right out of the gate. PJ Tucker, 0 for 2 shooting. And Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, 0 for 1 so far. Offensive rebounds been a big key for the Heat. They're out shooting the Celtics 14-11. No team has yet to make a 3. 0 for 5 from 3 for Miami. 0 for 2 for the Celtics so far from 3. And 4-1 offensive rebounds in favor for the Heat at the moment. 10-6 points in the paint for Boston. Derek White, Rob Williams leading that charge. And Boston with no turnovers past the midway mark of the first. So that's a great positive sign so far for the Celtics. When they don't turn over the basketball that often, it usually results in a W. It's a good start for them right now. Since we're on the timeout currently, I'd like to let you guys know about one of our sponsors here. That is DraftKings. As we get a quick message from DraftKings before we get back to action. The NBA playoff action is non-stop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis by counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. All right, right now the timeout. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got in this game tonight, who you're taking in Game 5, Celtics or Heat, and make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Lindell, thanks so much for joining in from Granada. Appreciate it, Joe. Glad to hear from Aaron there. Your eyes better. Awesome, man. Joshua, welcome to the stream. Antonio, welcome back in. Celtics, great start so far, fueled by their defense, 11-6 lead. Derek White with 4, Rob Williams with 4. Miami with a ball, Victor Oladipo led the charge in the last game for the Heat as the top scorer. Oladipo, first time today, his pass off the fingertips of Butler, that's a turnover. Brown pass midcourt, lost it, turnover right back to the Heat. It was Tucker who came up with a steal from behind, working on Brown. Tucker receives the bounce pass over Brown, high off the glass, scores for 2. So that's the first turnover of the game by Boston, resulting in those 2 points there from Miami. 4:40 left to go in the first. Brown hands it off to Tatum. Brown, Tatum, Horford, White, and Grant Williams. The 5 in the game currently. Jaylen Brown turns it over again. Poke loose in the key by Tucker. Second steal of the game. Back-to-back possessions defensively by PJ Tucker. Vincent working on White. Floats up the shot. Banks it. And the Heat draw within one. Heat respond coming off the timeout. Andre, Ralph, Derek, Tommy, Michael, thanks so much for joining in, everybody. 4:15 remaining in the first. Tatum yet to make a field goal so far. Horford swings out to the corner. White, extra pass to the wing. Brown shoots the three. Splash, that's good. Jaylen Brown knocks it down. Great ball movement by the Celtics, up by 4. 4 minutes left to go in the first. That's the best ball movement of the game so far. Heat with a possession. Strus, defended by Tatum. Crossover, drives into the key. That gets altered by Al Horford. Saves it with a defensive rebound. What a save by Al Horford. Here goes Brown going drive hill. Weaves his way between the defense. Tatum couldn't finish at the rim. Should have had 2 there. And the Heat come up with a defensive rebound as the Celtics have to draw a reach and fall past midcourt. It's on Grant Williams' first. Game clock will stop with 3:38 remaining in the first quarter. D. Wade, welcome back in. Siegel, thanks so much for joining in, man. Daryl, appreciate with a sub from the Philippines. Another night at the pizza parlor looks like for Siegel right now. 3.5 left to go in the first. Wide open 3 by Miami. That drops through. Good for the 3 ball. That is Jimmy Butler. So the Celtics left them open. Butler, 1 for 7 entering that shot, and he makes it. That's the first 3 of the game for the Heat. 3:15 left to go in the first. Celtics have the possession at the left corner. It's a 3 taken by Tatum off the side of the rim. No good. A rebound control for the Heat. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the stream for Siegel. Really appreciate it, man. Tommy, thanks so much for joining in. Oladipo gets the layup. Triple team down low, just floats up a circus type of shot at the rim and scores. Banks it home by Victor Oladipo. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Celtics with a possession. Tatum. A lot of bad shot selection so far, but a first-teamer announced yesterday in the NBA. Derek White, his pass intercepted for the moment. Horford gets it back, though. Horford floats it up and will get fouled. Max Strus picks up the foul. Clock will stop with 2:37 in the first. Elaine, welcome back in. I'm still taking my Celtics right from the start. So even though they're banged up, I'm still going to take my Celtics. 15-14 the score. We take the timeout on the floor at the moment. Couple turnovers by the Celtics led to the Heat getting right back into this game. Both teams shooting cold from 3. All going to depend on who will step up remainder of this game tonight. Heat coming out, matching the physicality of Boston that they provided in this Game 5. Big game here. Jackways, thanks so much for joining in. Right now in the timeout, Rob Williams, Derek White, top 2 scorers for Boston with 4 points each. 3 by Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum has to get going. Looking for an encore tonight by Tatum. First team all-selection. Yesterday it was announced in the NBA for Tatum, but it's going to prove it tonight in this game. It just can't get it to his head for Tatum. All the accolades, you just can't have that roll right to your head and not show up for Game 5 of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Final. 0 for 4 start for Tatum. 1 point. He's got 2 assists so far, 2 rebounds for Tatum, but yet to score. Attempting a lot of bad looks from the perimeter. Tatum just trying to pick out his matchups instead of getting a better look by his teammates and just trying to hunt off those matchups. They're just not working right now for Tatum. Benji, welcome back in. MB, Jackie. Latulis, welcome back in the stream. Thanks so much for joining in, everybody. From the Bahamas for Tyrone, welcome on board. Gray, thanks so much for joining in, brother. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now we're in a timeout. We have 2:37 left to go. Put up that timeout slide for you guys. Also in the timeout, we got some great offers from DraftKings from our sponsor. If you're out in the U.S., one of those 18 states that DraftKings is legal in, feel free to check it out. As new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game. If they do, you win $150 in free bets. All you have to do is use the promo code TBPN for those out in the U.S. In the 18 U.S. states that DraftKings is available. Have to be 21 plus, 18 plus in the state of Wyoming. And that link is pinned into the chat, also posted in the description below this video. Oh, that's awesome. Jimmy Johnson's in the Indy 500 this weekend. That's great, man. I might. Not sure just yet. I might be busy during the afternoon. Not sure my schedule for the weekend just yet. It's supposed to be nice, I think, on Sunday. So I'm probably going to be out of the house probably during the day on Sunday. Mandel, welcome in. Warren, Ryle, yes, I got Celtics, Warriors in the finals. Ting Ting, all in, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for finding my channel. This series has been completely lopsided. So glad that we have a close game tonight. From Saudi Arabia, welcoming Marvin on the stream. We get back to action. Al Horford will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 2:37 left to go in the first. First shot by Horford's good. Smurf, welcome on board. Yes, I saw Steve Kerr's speech. Just so sad what happened yesterday. Horford's second free throw around the rim, no good. Butler comes out with a defensive rebound. 2.5 left to go in the first. Heat with a possession. Butler at the top. Butler's on the floor with Vincent, Oladipo, Tucker, and Duncan Robinson into the game for the first time tonight. Robinson with some late threes in game 4. Gets the dribble handoff. Turns the corner. Robinson. Dump off. Goes out to the corner into the hands of Oladipo. Stolen away by Derek White off the Pritchard. Back over to White. Attacks. Downhill. White puts it up and that will be an offensive foul by Derek White. Collides right into Gabe Vincent. Just out of control right there for Derek White. Right through Vincent. Vincent with a good sell job, though, of that. Didn't look like there was any lowering the shoulder or anything. Yeah, Vincent, really good sell job to set both of his feet, take the charge. So White picks up his first foul of the game. Handoff back to Oladipo. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Heat with a possession. Oladipo, wild shot, goes off the side of the glass. And Grant Williams comes out with a defensive rebound. Pritchard, Horford, Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown, Derek White. That's the 5 on the floor. Jason Tatum currently on the bench at the moment. Horford, top of the key, guarded by Bam. Lob inside. Jaylen Brown fumbles, stumbles off the entry pass. Wasn't able to catch it. And Miami comes up with a steal. Jaylen Brown with another turnover. Vincent with a 3. No good. Offensive rebound out of Bio. Gives it outside of Vincent. Vincent dribbles back to the corner. Handoff Robinson. Out to the wing. Vincent up fake. Gets past Grant Williams. Floats it up over the top for out of Bio. And he scores a 2-on-1 over the top as Al Horford was left to dry all alone underneath the rim. 1:15 remaining in the first. Jaylen Brown at the top, moves it out to his left to White. White guarded by Adebayo around the perimeter. White dribbles, attacks down the lane, floats it up. He's got it. 2 more by White, up to 6 so far. 17 all. This has been a great game number 1. Final minute left, or a great first quarter in game number 5. Final minute in the first quarter. We finally got a close game here in the series with lead changes. Oladipo, contested by Pritchard, off the rim, missed the mid-range jumper by Oladipo. Rebound goes to Jaylen Brown. Brown takes it past midcourt. He's going to slow it down. 35 seconds remaining in the first. Brown guarded by Vincent, dribbles, drives, attacks, and lost it off of his knee out of bounds with 34.9. Jaylen Brown costing the Celtics right now with these turnovers. 4 turnovers in the first quarter by Jaylen Brown. This is just looking like game number 3 for the Celtics. Sloppy offense all over again. That they're trying to drive to the rim, and they're not leading into their teammates to make quick passes. They just keep on driving to the rim, and the Heat keep on sending out bodies and stripping the ball away. 30 seconds left to go. Vincent, guarded by Tatum. 12 on the shot clock, 23 in the game clock, 10-second differential. Vincent gets past Tatum, takes the jumper, top of the free throw circle, hits it. 19-17 Heat. 15 seconds left to go for the Celtics to see if they can even it up or pull ahead in the final possession. Tatum past midcourt. Just 1 point by Tatum. 0 for 4 shooting in his first quarter. Tatum needs much better shot selection. Crossover. Swings it out to the wing. Extra pass corner. Pritchard with a 3. Off the rim, no good. Tip to the perimeter. Nice look by Pritchard. Just couldn't send it through. And they Heat by 2. Closing out the end of the first quarter. 19-17. Both teams cannot make a 3. Celtics made 20 the last time they played here in this very exact court last week. 20 for 40 from three-point range. A brick fest in that first quarter. A lot of great defense. And Jaylen Brown costing the Celtics right now with 4 turnovers. Boston just 1 for 5 from 3. Miami is 1 for 7 from three-point range. Celtics getting points in the paint. That's why they're in this game. 12 points in the paint for Boston. 14 for the Heat at this moment. Heat out-rebounding the Celtics. +1 in the glass, 13-12. Miami +3 offensive rebounds, 5-2 so far. It's been a close game all throughout the first quarter. Tatum and Brown just have not shown up for the Celtics. If they show up, this is going to be the Celtics game to take tonight. If not, the Heat will take this game. Jimmy Butler's jacking up a bunch of shots, and he just keeps on missing. Butler, 2 for 8 in the first quarter, 5 points he get held to. Top scorer in the game for the Heat, that's 6 points by Bam Adebayo. 3 for 4 through 9 minutes on the floor. 5 by Butler, 4 by Vincent. 4 to Celtics top scorer. Comes by Derek White off the bench. 6 points by White, 4 by Rob Williams. In a 7-minute span with 4 rebounds. Jaylen Brown just 3 points in 11 minutes, turned it over 4 times. Jason Tatum, 1 point made at the free throw line. He's 0 for 4 shooting. Tatum needs much better shot selections than he's going for right now. Like, he's going, just hunting for the matchups one-on-one, and they're just all over the place for his shot selection. So right now, we just closed out the end of the first quarter. Gonna let you guys know about our channel sponsor, DraftKings, here, since we're on the timeout. The NBA playoff action is nonstop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, Crisis by Counseling and Referral Services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. All right, about to begin the second quarter right now in a low scoring affair. 19-17 the score. Celtics were out early, and the Heat came right back into this game, and they're up by 2 at the moment for Miami. Boston gets the inbound. Peyton Pritchard puts the ball into the hands of Smart. Smart, Pritchard, Jason Tatum, Rob Williams, and Grant Williams. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. Smart pushes out right corner. Side step to the left. Pritchard, open 3. Again, he missed. Peyton Pritchard, 14 points off the bench in the last game, but 0 for 2 from 3 in the early going here. Heat with a rebound. Oladipo guarded the top by Grant Williams. Step back 3 straight away, Oladipo. That's too long. Defensive rebound pulled down by Pritchard. 11.5 left to go in the second. Smart up the floor again. Smart, top of the free throw circle, guarded by Caleb Martin. Hands it off to Tatum. Tatum, one-on-one on Martin. Passes right corner. 3 on its way. Smart, around the rim, no good. And the Celtics cannot make a 3 right now. They've gone stone cold from the perimeter. 1 for 7 from 3-point range for Boston. The Heat also struggling in that fashion. 1 for 8. Lob down low, deflected. It will go out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Boston. 11 minutes left to play. What's good, Judah, Uncle Pizzle, Joey? Thanks so much for joining in here, guys. This game is at Miami, and then Game 6 is back at Boston on Friday night. Game 7's at Miami if there's a Game 7. Yeah. Jaylen Brown with 4 of those turnovers. Missed shot by Martin. Follows it up. Grant Williams, he got a box out. He didn't. And Caleb Martin blows past him for his own putback. That's embarrassing right there in the last possession by Grant Williams defensively. 21-17. 6 offensive rebounds for the Heat, just 2 for the Celtics. Celtics getting out-hustled on the defensive side of the floor from what Miami's doing, following up their shots tonight. Miami got destroyed in the glass last game. It was Boston 60-39. Tatum with a 3. No good. It rolled around the rim and out. He had space there and he just couldn't make it. 10.5 remaining in the second. Oladipo at the wing. Celtics lucky that they're in this game only down by 4. They just cannot make a shot here in the early second. Over to the top, Oladipo. Moves over to Robinson towards his right. Handoff, bam. Shovels over to Robinson. Bounce pass left corner. Vincent with a 3. Blocked by Rob Williams. And Grant Williams comes out with the basketball. 10-10 left to go before halftime. Pritchard, crossover at the left elbow, will slow it down. Puts the ball into the hands to Smart. Smart moves it across the court to Tatum. Tatum, crossover, attacks right down the lane. Tatum missed the layup. It hit the rim short, no good. Tatum gets knocked down. No call out of the play in transition. And the Celtics have to reach in. Jason Tatum ain't looking for sure like a first-team All-NBA selection tonight. No field goals in the first half by Tatum. He's played 12 minutes now, just 1 point, 0 for 6 shooting. It's just getting to the head by Tatum. That's the thing. Is that can he just be consistent all in a row? 25, 25, 25. Not 30 and 10, 30 and 10. It'd be better to see constant 25s in the board instead of 30 and 10. Throughout the season by Tatum. Here they go attacking downhill. Celtics missed the shot too tall. Off the glass by Marcus Smart. The Heat going to take it a distance. And we do have a fall past midcourt again, reaching in by Boston on Grant Williams. Clock will stop at 9:34. Grant Williams got a little jab there from Gabe Vincent. This has been an extremely physical series for 2020 standards. At the right elbow, Adebayo. Jab step on Grant Williams. Up fake. Takes the jumper 15-footer off the back rim too long. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Rob Williams. Celtics with a possession. Smart. Push it over to Tatum. Tatum yet to make a field goal. Passes left corner into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard yet to make a field goal. Bounce pass at the wing off to Smart. Smart dribble drive. Down the lane. Lost the ball. Turnover in the corner. Hustle play by Gabe Vincent. 2-on-1 for the Heat. They lost it up the floor. That's a turnover by Miami. This is the sloppiest of sloppy basketball I've ever seen in my life going on right now in the last few minutes. 2 total points in the second quarter. All by the Heat. Back-to-back turnovers, with bodies just diving and sliding all over the hardwood. Smart, catching fire 3 at the wing. That is way off the mark, too short. Grant Williams diving for it, couldn't keep it in bound, out of bounds. It goes back to Miami, 8:44 remaining. Both of these teams right now just look absolutely gassed. Sportsfire. CA Black Sheep, welcome to the stream. Adebayo shovels at left corner. Off to Martin, into the corner to Vincent. Bounce pass wing, Martin up fake. Dribbles, attacks down the lane. Huge rejection by Rob Williams as the ball goes out of bounds. Wow, Rob Williams off the hops exploding. And just denied Caleb Martin right from behind. Like he put that into the turbo on the PlayStation control on R1. Bounce pass Adebayo, top of the key. Handoff Martin. Rob Williams checks out of the game. Horford back into the game. Jumper is good by Duncan Robinson for a 3 straight away. 7-point lead for the Heat. Celtics have yet to score in almost 5 minutes. Boston with a possession. At the wing, it's Tatum. Tatum pushes out to his left to Smart. Up fake, lobs it inside Horford. Back out to the wing. Tatum shoots the 3. Tatum sinks it through. That's finally good on the board for his first made field goal for Jason Tatum. 4-point game now. 8 minutes remaining before halftime. Vincent shoots a 3 off the back rim, too strong. Grant Williams comes up with a defensive rebound. Grant Williams, Al Horford, Marcus Smart. Jason Tatum lost the basketball. Right place, right time. Al Horford lucky that he had it tipped from Bam off to Horford. Right baseline, Jibble Smart draws the contact on Robinson in the foul. Marcus Smart will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Game clock will stop with 7:44. So finally we have some shots. Marcus Smart will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smart yet to score tonight. He's only attempted 1 shot. 8 minutes on the floor by Smart. Came out of the game early on. Picked up 2 quick fouls. Naum James, welcome back on the stream here, guys. First shot by Smart. He's finally on the board. Makes the free throw. Boston tonight at the free throw line. Now they're 3 for 5. Miami yet to attempt a single free throw. All going to come down to who can make the big shots in the second half. Who can step up. The Heat 2 for 13 from 3-point range. The Celtics 2 for 10. That's the 3-point totals. Boston shot the ball at an extremely low clip. 8 for 32 in the last game at 23.5%. That's the lowest 3-point total in the 3-month span by the Celtics. Second free throw good by Smart. 7:35 left to go in the second. Top of the key Adebayo. This has been a really slow start in the game. It's been a lot of missed shots, extremely physical, nothing going down. Tatum's looked rough. Al Horford strips Adebayo. Adebayo comes up with it, though, with the basketball out to the corner. Open 3. Martin hits it. Tatum struggled early. Jaylen Brown is really struggling. Jaylen Brown has 4 turnovers in that first quarter. The best player on the floor for the Celtics explains a lot. That's Derek White so far. Derek White with 6 points, the top scorer. With 2 total assists, perfect. 3 for 3 in 8 minutes. White currently on the bench. Tatum with a turnaround 1-on-1. Missed it. Horford tried to save it out of bounds off of Horford. It goes back to the Heat with 7:03 remaining. Malika, welcome back in. Raphael, thanks so much for joining in. 900 plus in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining in tonight. The Heat currently have on the floor Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, and Bam Adebayo. That's the 5 currently on the floor for the Heat. Celtics go with Tatum Brown, Al Horford, Marcus Smart, and a defensive rebound pulled down by Jaylen Brown off the missed shot for the Heat. And Derek White, that's the 5 on the floor currently. Top of the key, Horford. Horford moves it over to Brown. Lost it again. 5th turnover of the game by Jaylen Brown. That's absolutely unacceptable. Duncan Robinson, bounce pass off to Butler, low block. Gonna slow it down. Left corner, Butler swings it out to the top. Martin, low, no-look pass. Robinson into the key. Dump off Butler, puts it up, and Butler gets fouled. 2 free throw shots to the line coming up for Jimmy Butler. 6:22 remaining. Jaylen Brown with an absolutely pathetic game tonight to start things off. He's got more turnovers, more than double the turnovers. He's got more turnovers than points. He's almost got double turnovers than points right now. 5 turnovers to 3 points by Jaylen Brown. We're going to take a time on the floor, 27-22, 6:22 remaining. Shailene, Nate, Nisa, welcome to the stream. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops in the channel. And thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the stream tonight. Right now, since we're on the timeout, I'd like to let you guys know about our sponsor. It's DraftKings. New customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game if you're out from the U.S., one of 18 states eligible for DraftKings and are 21 plus. If they do, you win $150 in free bets. All you have to do, use the promo code TBPN. That is posted in the chat, pinned to the chat. Also posted the information in the description below this video. As right now, we got a quick message from DraftKings. The NBA playoff action is nonstop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more leagues and get a free bet back up to $25 if one league doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis by counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Right now in the timeout in the pivotal Game 5, whoever wins Game 5 goes on to win the series 83% of the time. The Celtics were trailing 2-3 in the last series against the Bucks. Had to win 2 straight to win it in 7. So they've been there before. Looking to see if they can make second time a charm. Yeah, Tatum and Jaylen Brown just no-shows in this first half. Jimmy Butler, too. Looks like he's going through a lot of pain, missing a ton of shots for Butler. Butler will shoot 2 at the line, though. Butler has 5 points, 2 of 8 shooting from the floor. There's been just no go-to player in this game that's Rose. All going to depend on who will step up later in this game. It's just this moment getting to the head to Jason Tatum. He can put himself in the category with Giannis, LeBron, some of the top players currently in the league, just not on that category in my opinion right now because of his inconsistency when the big games matter. And once again, Jason Tatum just like a seesaw. What's good, 100% Dork? Welcome back in. Fat Cat, Arlen, Santiago, welcome to the stream. 2 free throws by Butler. First one is good. Turks and Caicos for All In. Welcome on board. 6:22 remaining. Butler second free throw. That's good. Celtics looking to see if they can start to move the ball much better than they have been. 7 total assists by Boston. 3 of those by Tatum. 2 of those by Derek White. Derek White, the best player on the floor tonight for Boston. Bounce pass down low. Goes to White from Tatum. White goes and scores. Gets the layup. Count it in the foul. Derek White. Great start to the last game. Once again, propelling the Celtics, starting to break out in this one. 8 points, but the top scorer in the game currently is Derek White. Free throw by White. That's down the middle. 9 by White. 4-point game. 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Heat with a possession. Top of the key, Caleb Martin. Bounce past the Bam, top of the free throw circle. Bam guarded by Horford. Hands it off to Robinson off the screen. Shoots the 3. Missed off the back rim. Tatum comes up with a defensive rebound. Tatum takes it past midcourt. Has yet to show up for his encore so far in the first half. Tatum working on Martin. Moves it out right corner. Right baseline, Jibble White. Swings it out to the top. Brown. Shoots the 3 ball straight down. Missed off the front rim, no good. From downtown by Jaylen Brown. Had a good look, couldn't convert on it. Outlet pass ahead. That's a turnover by Miami. Just going way too quick up the floor here for the Heat. 5:34 left to go before halftime. And yeah, this is looking like more like a first quarter score. Butler got knocked down by Brown. I'm shocked that Brown wasn't called in the foul. Celtics will get the inbounds. 5:34 remaining. Tyler Hero in the street clothes tonight, not playing once again in tonight's game, out with the shades in the bench area. Tatum with the ball at the wing, double teamed. Tatum moves over to White at the free throw circle, lost it, turnover. Tough pass by Tatum. Caleb Martin will get 2 off of that with a steal and a layup. Terrible playmaking decision by Tatum. So dump it over to White as he was completely double teamed inside the key. 7 minutes, 7 points by Caleb Martin. He's been a difference maker. Pass off to White, turns the corner, high off the glass, scores over Robinson. That's good for 2. Derek White, first player to double figures tonight, up to 11. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Looking to ride a hot hand for the Celtics. Larry at the left wing, hands it over to Robinson. Robinson bounce past top of the key, Tucker. Puts the ball back into the hands to Kyle Lowry. Lowry dribbles down the lane, circles around the hoop. Kick out, right corner, open 3, Robinson. And he makes the 3, but that will not be called. Good offensive foul by Kyle Lowry. Running right into Derek White. And it results in Kyle Lowry in the offensive foul. Yeah, he knocks down Derek White. Lowry just dumped it over to the corner and runs off Derek White off the floor and just knocks him out of the play. So that's a big 3 points off the board for the Heat. Still a 4-point game. 4.5 left to go before halftime. 12 points off of turnovers for Miami. Celtics got to do better decision making. 3 at the wing. Splash. That's good. Jaylen Brown knocks it down. It is a 1-point game. Jason Tatum with his best pass of the game feeds it cross court. At the left baseline to the right wing, over to Jaylen Brown. Lob over to top Butler. Kick out left corner. Wide open 3. Tucker. Got it. Too easy by P.J. Tucker. The Celtics should be ashamed of themselves for setting nobody to defend them. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Celtics with the basketball. They'll try it again here. Smart. Dribbles. Drives. Attacks. Kick to the wing. Tatum. Gets past Martin. Shovels it out to the corner. 3. On its way. Jaylen Brown had a great look. Couldn't send it down. No good though. Ball goes right back to Miami. 3:40 left to go before halftime. Heat with a possession, looking to slow it down. Lowry towards his right. Shovels it out right corner into the hands to Martin. Gives it over to Kyle Lowry at the right wing. Lowry moves it over to Robinson towards his right. Attacks down the lane. Robinson puts it up and he banks it. Up and off the backboard. Good for 2 by Duncan Robinson. 6-point lead for the Heat at home. Big game number 5 will take control of the series. Whoever wins this one 83% of the time. Whoever wins Game 5 goes on and wins the series. 3:10 left to go before halftime. Duncan Robinson up to 5 tonight in 11 minutes. Tatum, top of the key, dribbles, down the lane. Nice pass down low. Al Horford couldn't finish, no good. Got knocked down though and fouled. Al Horford will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Game clock will stop with 3:04. This game's intense tonight here, folks. Al Horford gets fouled by Jimmy Butler. Quick update in the foul trouble. 2 each by Marcus Smart and Grant Williams. Jimmy Butler picks up his first. Duncan Robinson, the lone player with 2 personal fouls for the Heat. First shot is good for Al Horford. Let's get that 1K hype out on the stream, everybody. If you guys are new, finding my channel first time, or hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for tonight here, Heat or Celtics. Second free throw good by Horford. 4-point game. It's been a rock-fest battle all game long. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists by Al Horford. Kyle Lowry with the ball, takes it past midcourt, puts the ball into the hands of Strus, lobs over to Butler at the left wing. Butler moves on top to Strus, shoots the 3. Around the rim, no good. Jaylen Brown comes up with a defensive rebound. Jackson, welcome back in, man. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you back in here, brother. 2:40 left to go before half. Tatum dribbles, attacks, right to the lane, and a lot of bodies right there. Tatum. That's on Tatum. He is down. Offensive foul committed by Jason Tatum, just out of control. Running over multiple defenders down the lane. And have a timeout taken on the floor as well. 2:35 left to play. This is a 4-point game. 36-32 at the moment. Tatum just running over Heat defenders, get called in the offensive foul. Jason Tatum with an abysmal game here tonight. 1 for 8 from the floor. This is an NBA first-team All-Player. I am honestly shocked. Just can't be consistent for Jason Tatum. A first-team selection, and he's got 4 points in 19 minutes, shooting 1 for 8 from the floor. 1 for 4 from 3. Jaylen Brown. 4 turnovers tonight by Jaylen Brown. He's 2 for 7. The two main guys just can't get a bucket. Just out of control tonight with the basketball. 36 total minutes between Tatum and Brown, combining to shoot the ball from the floor. 3 for 15 and just 10 total points in a 36-minute span. It's just getting to the head for Jason Tatum. That he gets the first-team All-Selection, and the bounce-back game isn't enough. If you want to keep it going, put yourself on a whole nother platform, you got to be consistent with those 30-plus point games, 25-point games. Not the 30-10 game. I'd rather have the 20, 23-23 game. Foul trouble at the moment. 2 personal fouls each by Tatum and Smart and Grant Williams for the Celtics. And then for the Heat, 2 personal fouls by Duncan Robinson. Everybody else with 1 or 0 for the Heat. So the Celtics in more foul trouble at the moment. Top player so far tonight for Boston, Derek White, the hot hand. He's got 11 points, perfect 5 for 5 from the floor in 11 minutes by Derek White. After that, 6 points by Jaylen Brown despite the 4 turnovers. 5 points by Al Horford in 17 minutes. 4 points, 5 rebounds by Rob Williams, playing 11 minutes tonight. For the Heat, 7 points each by Jimmy Butler, held to just 2 for 8 shooting. 7 points by Caleb Martin. Celtics with 10 total turnovers. A problem spot once again in the series when they've lost games in 1-3 and now trailing by 4 points in Game 5 with under 3 minutes before halftime. When Boston has lost the 2 games in the series, the Celtics turned over the basketball 16 times in Game 1, 24 times in Game 3, and the Heat had 52 points off of Celtics turnovers in Games 1 and 3. That's how the Heat get their points. They convert in transition off of turnovers. 16 points off of Boston turnovers in Games 2 and 4. And tonight, total, it's been the Heat with 12 points off of Celtics turnovers. CJR, Louie, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks so much for being a part here in the stream. That's how the Heat get the majority of their points. They thrive upon forcing turnovers to get that. And the Celtics just sloppy again with the basketball. Sloppy and out of control. We get back to action. Kyle Lowry moves over to Tucker. Lowry, Tucker, Adebayo, Strus, and Butler to 5 on the floor with 2:20 left to go before halftime. Adebayo moves it out to the left corner. Tucker shoots a 3, missed off the back rim. Rob Williams, defensive rebounds. I'm from Southeast Mass towards Providence, so I'm like an hour south of Boston. Tatum on the floor with White, Rob Williams, Jaylen Brown, and Al Horford. Derek White moves over to Brown. At the right wing perimeter, Brown dribbles towards the top, guarded by Strus. 5 in the shot clock. Brown up fake, moves it out to the corner. White catching fire, shoots the 3 off the back rim, no good. Tipped up in the rebound, controlled by PJ Tucker. 1:50 left to go before halftime. 4-point lead for the Heat with the basketball. Down low, Adebayo scores to the rim as Derek White falls down inside the paint. 6-point lead now for the Heat. Jaylen Brown will try it again, moves it outside of White. Celtics cannot make a 3 either. Off a terrible game from 3-point range, even worse in this game. Just 4 for 19 from outside. Tatum at the wing, guarded by Strus. Spin move, dribbles, attacks, flings it out left corner. Open 3, catching fire. Al Horford connects on it. That's good for the 3-ball, 3-point game. 38-35, 1:15 left to go before halftime. Char, welcome in from the Philippines. Adebayo swings it over to Strus. At the left wing perimeter, Strus, guarded by White, dribbles, drives, inside, up fake. Off the glass, no good. Tip in is good by Adebayo. Bam Adebayo starting to be aggressive, not afraid of Rob Williams in tonight's game, making an impact, responding to the critics once again. 8-2 offensive rebound advantage in favor of the Heat. Bam Adebayo. 14 second chance points for the Heat in this game. Adebayo up to 10, top scorer. Missed three from the corner by Brown. Ball goes back to the Heat. Lowry, top of the key. Defended by Brown. Bam sets a heavy pick. Down low, no call. Slips with it. Is Lowry over to Strus. Force up a three, no good. Offensive rebound putback is good by PJ Tucker. The Celtics are getting out-hustled on the glass right now by a landslide. 9-2 offensive rebound advantage. PJ Tucker and Bam Adebayo showing up in a big way. It's 16 second chance points for the Heat. The Heat driving upon second chance points and points off of turnovers. They got a grand total of 28 of 42 of those points from that. Horford mid-range, good. They should ride Al Horford in the second half. I feel like he's being ignored in this offense for the Celtics. He can space the floor. He's got a quick 10. He's got a couple buckets lately. Top of the key three. Missed at the horn by Lowry. We go to halftime. This has been a brick fest so far in the first half. 42-37. First game winning 5 points at halftime. At least we have a close game here. As we had the halftime between these two teams, and the Celtics can only muster 37. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, completely pathetic performances in the first half. Terrible performances in the first half. Jaylen Brown received votes of potentially being a third-team All-Selection, didn't get it. And Jason Tatum got a first-team All-Selection. Where is that tonight? Nowhere to be found. It's got to be better in the second half. If the Celtics want to take seize of game number 5, Jason Tatum needs to play like he did in the last game. It's not even close right now. Bad performance by those two. They're lucky they're down by just 5 at the moment. 1 for 9 shooting by Tatum in the first half. Jaylen Brown 2 for 7 shooting. Brown with 6 points, Tatum with 4 at halftime. Al Horford been a hot hand as of late. Horford the top starter with 10 points. Derek White is the best player on the floor tonight for the Celtics so far. 11 points, 5 for 6 shooting, to 14 minutes by White with 3 assists and 1 steal. For the Heat, Bam Adebayo, 10 points, top scorer. PJ Tucker, 7 points. Both of them with 5 rebounds each. 9 offensive rebounds for the Heat to just 2 by the Celtics. The Heat just out-hustling Boston. Offensive rebounds, points in the paint, second chance points. The Heat got all 3 of those categories. Points off of turnovers. Celtics lucky that they're still in it right now. Just going to make their shots, and this game will change in the course for Boston because their defense keeping them right in the game. They just can't make shots. Tatum's got 2 fouls right now, so nobody's got 3 going into halftime. 2 personal fouls each by Tatum, Marcus Smart, and Grant Williams. For Miami, 2 personal fouls by Duncan Robinson. What's good, KO2? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Right now, we're just at halftime, 900 plus watching. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action on the streams, NBA games, college basketball games. Feel free to join in. Tomorrow night, I'll be back covering Golden State against Dallas, game number 5 in the series. Golden State looking to put the series away in their home floor tomorrow. In game 5, the Warriors up 3-1. John, thanks so much for joining in from Belize. Tyler Hero is out tonight. So Hero is the lone player that's out for the Heat. Everybody going for the Celtics tonight for their key players. Going to release the poll. Celtics took the poll tonight 57-43. Celtics right in this game despite being down by 5. And Tatum and Brown, all they have to do is just come out of their shell in the second half. That's all they have to do. They take advantage of the game. It's all going to depend on who steps up in this game. Jimmy Butler struggling as well. Butler with just 7 points going into half, shooting the ball just 2 of 8 from the floor. I think for the Celtics, they have to ride Al Horford much more. Horford, I feel like for him, he's been ignored in the offense for Horford. But when he's got open shots, he takes them. 10 points by Horford in the first half. A couple of those points late. 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. 1 for 2 from 3 for Horford. A key for the Celtics to get back into this game, as he was one of the big parts of it. Woody, welcome in from the Philippines. Isa, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, Horford, the last game, attempted 14 shots, made 7. He scored 20 points. Game 2, he was held just 4 for 4 from the floor. Horford attempted 4. He made all 4. 4 for 4 from the floor, 10 points in Game 2 for him. But yeah, when he usually attempts northwards of 10 shots per game in this playoffs, throughout the playoffs, positive things have happened. When he attempted 17, he scored 22. When he attempted 14, he had that incredible game against the Bucks where he shot the ball like 79%, 11 for 14, and 30 points for him. So good things usually happen when he takes northwards of 10 shots per game. 14 in Game 3 resulted in 20 points for Horford. He attempted just two shots in the last game and 4 shots in Game 2. And tonight he's 3 for 5. Jason, thanks so much for joining in. I played baseball back in high school. Yeah, my main sport was actually baseball growing up. So right now we're in the timeout. I'd like to let you guys know about our sponsor here, DraftKings. Since we're in the timeout, if you guys are from the U.S., it's available in 18 U.S. states for DraftKings. Posted in the link if anybody's interested in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. Also posted in the description below this video. You have to be 18 plus in Wyoming, 21 plus in all the 17 other U.S. states out there for the DraftKings promo that's going on right now. Here's a quick message from DraftKings. The NBA playoff action is non-stop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis by counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. 5-point game as we're at halftime currently here. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got tonight in this one. Celtics or Heat. Duquette, welcome on the stream here. Maggie, thanks so much for joining in. I'm glad it's a close game so far. By far the best game played by the Celtics. Offense just a grind right now, but second half we'll see if they can make the adjustments, and if Tatum and Brown start to go off, they got a good chance tonight in this game. All depends on who steps up in the second half. Michael, welcome in. Yeah, Tatum in a lot of pain. This just been a grind series. Yeah, he wasn't listed on the injury report for Tatum, but still going through that shoulder injury he suffered Saturday night. Randy, welcome back from Thailand. Yeah, so DraftKings only available in 18 states. It's not available out in California, neither in Florida, neither in Texas for some of the bigger states. It's the states there are Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, which they just got, I think, a few months ago. They started out at Foxwoods. I heard about that because they've been doing a lot of promotions there at Foxwoods because I get some of the emails from them. Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, which they do mobile. If you're from Mass, you cross the border into New Hampshire. I think you have to get one in a certain spot, one in Signal Towers, and they do it. Rhode Island doesn't do it for this DraftKings offer, but they just do in person, but you can't put wagers on local teams in Rhode Island at the in-person casinos, but they don't have just yet mobile sports betting out in the state of Rhode Island. New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, all available in, same as Virginia, West Virginia, and Wyoming. So that's all 21 plus, and in Wyoming it's 18 plus. I don't believe this is the lowest score. I'll see what the lowest score is if I can get it up here at halftime. It's got to be stuff that's lower. When I covered the Phoenix Suns in that Game 7, they went into halftime with, I think it was 28 points. Yeah, a lot of the games were back in like the 50s that they had some low scores. Looks like the lowest score in NBA history was in 1950. A final score of 19 versus 18. The Fort Wayne Pistons versus the Minneapolis Lakers. What's good? Kyle, welcome to the stream from East Greenwich. Thanks so much for joining in, man. From Brockton. Currently in Kansas out for Duquette. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, feel free to let us know where you guys are from out here on the channel. I'm close by to Providence. I'm from Southeast Mass, where I'm from about like 50 minutes south of Boston. Yeah, recently there hasn't been any of these scores that's been like the lowest scores in the history of NBA. A bunch of these are back in like the 50s and 40s, where the scores went into like final scores of like 55 to 53. This might be helpful right now. Lowest score in an NBA game in 2022. Oh, it's by a team. Sacramento. So there were 3 teams that got held to 75 points. Sacramento, the New York Knicks, the Dallas Mavericks. 75 points scored. 2 of those games were against the Celtics. Celtics blew out Sacramento on January 25th, 128-75. The Celtics played a back-to-back against the Knicks. When they lost the first game, they blew a 26-point lead on January 6th. They bounced back on January 8th, winning 99-75. Actually, the Celtics have held 4 teams in the 70s throughout the season. They won against the Heat back on November 4th, 98-75. That was the first time these 2 teams played in the regular season. Celtics, the day before, had beat the Magic 92-79 in that Florida road trip. That's crazy. So they held back-to-back teams back in November to under 80 at 79 and 78. And then 2 teams to 75 in the month of January. Gaming with this guy. Welcome back in here, brother. Going to start off the third quarter in just a moment. I'm not sure what the lowest combined total score is throughout the season. I remember a couple of years ago, though, in the playoffs, I think it was a 2020 bubble. It was that Utah against Denver, game number 7. That was just a rock fest right to the finish. Here we go. Start to the third quarter. Fewest points in a half in an Eastern Conference Finals since 2014. Since Game 5, Heat versus Pacers, with 79 combined points in that first half. That's something right there. Jason, thanks so much for joining in. Here we go. Starting off the second half of action. Smart with the ball first. He's guarded by Adebayo. Lobs it down low. Riding with a hot hand. That's Al Horford. Puts it up and through. Good for 2. Al Horford with 12. Exactly what the Celtics are going to do. They're going to send the ball to Al Horford's way. Miami with a possession far side of the floor. Deflected out of bounds by Smart. Celtics could have the chance here to see if they can take this advantage to their favor. The Heat fans are not in the stands right now at the start of the second half. So this could help out the Celtics cause. There's a lot of empty seats, a lot of red seats right now as the fans are yet to get back in. And missed shot by Kyle Lowry. Pass ahead. 2-on-1 fast break for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown going downhill. Count the bucket and the foul. It's going to be a 1 shot at the free throw line. Coming up with an and 1 by Jaylen Brown. Chance to tie it up. Jaylen Brown, the good version, showed up in the last possession. Marcus Smart, off the rebound, sent it downhill to Brown. And a chance to tie it up as Kyle Lowry tried to take the charge, but moving his feet, and 1 here at the line for Brown. Free throw. Rattled out. Tucker with a defensive rebound. Still a lot of empty seats as the fans starting to pour into those seats right now at the start of the second half. 11:15 in the third. Butler driving, missed the layup, contested by Grant Williams. Ball goes right back to Boston. Al Horford takes it past midcourt. Horford moves it out to Smart. Top of the key, up fake. Drive, shovels it out to Horford. Swings it out to the wing. Into the hands to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up, jumper, right block. Got it. That's good for 2. Lead by Boston, 43-42. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown make a bucket in the first minute. And now Horford got a bucket as well. 6-0 start for the Celtics. First lead since the score was 14-13. Heat with a possession. Lowry moves it over to Butler. Butler guarded by Horford, shoots the 3, off the rim, no good. Tatum with a defensive rebound. Here goes Boston with it, bringing the energy in the second half. 10:30 left to go. Tatum dribbles, kick out to the corner. Grant Williams up fake. At the left block, puts up the shot, open, hits it. Celtics on a roll, 8-zip run in the first minute and 40 seconds in the third quarter. Heat looking to get something here. Butler out fake, right baseline dribble. Gives it out to the right corner. Strus takes a 3. Got knocked down, no call. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. Far side of the floor, Smart. Smart top of the key. Lobs it inside, down, low. Jaylen Brown, right hand, couldn't finish. Tipped. Battle for the rebound. Strus lost it out of bounds. And it will stay What are the referees saying here in the corner? Who's it going to be on? This might be on Jaylen Brown on a foul holding up Max Strus. Ooh, Jaylen Brown got away with a big elbow to the jaw area of Kyle Lowry. He got away with that. Yep, it's going to be Heat basketball. So Jaylen Brown picks up his second personal foul, holding on to Max Strus. Strus shoots the three, no good. Bam Adebayo flopped into hardwood. He's back up. Rebound back to Boston. Smart takes it past midcourt. 9:40 left to go in the third. Smart moves it over to Brown. Brown turns the corner, dribbles, drives, dump off right corner. Three on its way. Grant Williams had a good look, couldn't finish. Off the back rim, rebound back to the Heat. Max Strus, 0 for 7 shooting from the floor. Another goose egg on the board for Strus tonight. Handoff, Strus turns the corner. Strus driving, out of control. Blocking foul, though, called on Smart. That's going to be Smart's third. So Strus with a chance to see if he can finally put points on the board for him. Will shoot 2. Gets lucky there as the clock will stop with 9:21. What's good, Amanda? Welcome back on the stream. Yeah, I'm probably going to do some special live streams in the off season for you guys when I have a chance. I'm going to take some time off to spend time with my family during the off season. I want to do like content for like a lot of content I want to do in the off season would be like college basketball, like rankings and predictions that would go out sometime, probably like September or October for like different conferences. Strus with both of the free throws are good. Yeah, it kind of looked like a flop, but it was away from the ball. He just fell backwards by Bam on a 3-point shot attempt by Miami. Tatum gives away the basketball. There was a foul though charged to Miami though, so it will not be a clean steal. It will stay Celtics basketball. That's on Max Strus reaching in, grabbed the right shoulder area of Tatum on the pass. And that's what's been bothering Tatum is that shoulder. You could see Tatum wince in pain after Strus had grabbed that. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Brown gives it down low to Grant Williams, but he lost it out of bounds. So turnover Celtics. Heat will have it back. That was tough defense there, but a Heat down low. Heat pass midcourt with Adebayo. Adebayo inside a key on Horford. Moves it outside to Strus. Strus gets around Brown, dribbles, attacks, floats up the shot, no good. We got another Celtics foul, though. The game clock will stop with 8:45 in the third. I did NFL last year. Yeah, I'll probably do some of the preseason games in August to get myself ready for football season, because I want to do like some games for some of the colleges when they start up back in September for football. I covered a game last Thanksgiving too. First shot is good by Max Strus. Tie game at 45. Max Strus now with 3 points off the line. Yet to make a shot though tonight. He's 0 for 7. If you're just joining in, the top scorer is Al Horford for the Celtics. He's got 12 points, 4 of 6 shooting. 11 points by Derek White. Jason Tatum with just 6 tonight. 8 points by Jaylen Brown. Second free throw good by Strus. The Heat go ahead by 1. Bam Adebayo, 10 points. The only player in double figures. Jimmy Butler's got 7 shooting, just 2 for 10 from the floor, though. Max Strus now 4 points off the free throw line. Smart with the ball at the wing. Smart inside the key. Floats the pass left corner, Grant Williams. Left baseline dribble. Williams running out of real estate. Gets bumped by Adebayo and fouled. Refs will say that's a personal foul picked up by Bam, bumping Grant Williams. Daniel, welcome back in. This score is super low as far as what we've seen throughout the season. Inbound off the fingertips of Smart. That's a turnover. Grant Williams misses mark of the pass, and Tatum still pleading his case to the call. Still hasn't moved on from it. That's the thing with Tatum. He just has to go and next play for Tatum. Next play mentality. Can't just be whining about the call all the time. Offensive rebound since Tatum wasn't out on the perimeter. Corner 3, missed by Strus, up in the air, tipped up to Horford with a defensive rebound. Here goes Horford pushing tempo. Horford down the lane, gets the layup, count it in the foul. Al Horford, an absolute game changer here in the second half. Just keep on rolling tonight with a vet in black and green for number 42. Al Horford's there when you need him. He's just like, man, I'll take it all myself. Dude, triple team. In transition off the rebound, Al Horford had 3 defenders circled around him and was able to score through the contact +1. 14 by Horford, the top player tonight in the game. Horford showing the hustle, the grit, the grind tonight out on the floor. Birch, thanks so much for joining in. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Dennis, welcome back in here, man. Martin, welcome on board. 8:07 remaining. Max Strus is hurt, and Max Strus is going to go to the tunnel now and check out of the game, be checked out in the locker room. Max Strus now out of the game. Al Horford up to 15, makes the free throw. Celtics by 2. Celtics just got to keep on riding with Al Horford tonight. Might have found a player that's breaking out. Butler. Top of the key, guarded by Horford. Hands it off to Duncan Robinson into the game now in place of Strus. Robinson at the low block double team. Bounce pass over to Lowry. Inside the key, Lowry floats it up. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped up Tatum. Defensive rebound. Look at the push tempo. Fouled at midcourt by Robinson. Robinson picks up his third. 7:47 left to go as the game clock will stop. The defense created that possession by the Celtics to force the foul. That was all Rob Williams, with his wingspan at 7'6", contesting the shot in the key by Lowry. And the Celtics are already in the bonus now. That's the 5th personal foul in the third quarter by the Heat. So Jason Tatum going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. KO Tube, thanks so much for joining in from the Philippines. Jalen, welcome on board. Don Ringo, Deadhead Betty, welcome to stream tonight. No, I don't watch USFL. First shot missed off the back rim by Tatum. Tatum just 1 for 3 tonight at the free throw line. 6 points, 6 assists by Tatum, shooting the ball at a low percentage. 2 for 10 tonight. 1 for 5 from 3. Tatum will shoot a second one at the line. Makes it. Right down the middle for Tatum. 7:45 left to go in the third. 5 on the floor for the Heat. Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo. Celtics, 5 on the floor. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Rob Williams. Free throw circle. Butler gets knocked down by Jaylen Brown, who reaches in. Clock will stop with 7:34. Jaylen Brown picks up his 3rd personal foul. Quick update in the foul trouble currently. 4 by Marcus Smart, 3 by Brown, 2 by Tatum, 2 by Grant Williams, 2 by Derek White. Foul trouble for the Heat. 3 personal fouls by Duncan Robinson, 3 by Strus, who's getting checked out underneath the stadium, underneath the arena for Strus in the locker room at the moment. Headed back to the tunnel. 2 personal fouls by Kyle Lowry. Inbound for the Heat, 7:30 left to go. 3 off the back rim, no good by Lowry. Tipped up, battle for the rebound. Into the hands of Marcus Smart, tapped over from Tatum, and the Celtics now with the basketball. Siegel with a dono. Appreciate the brother with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream. Smart has the ball, dribbles, attacks down the lane, high off the glass, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Tucker, looking to push it. Pass ahead out to Butler, who saves it into the corner. Butler guarded by Horford, 1-on-1. Marcus Smart, 0 for 4 tonight, just 2 points. Playing through with a knee brace, hasn't worn it since his time in college. 7 minutes left to go. Butler attacks downhill on Horford, got it. That's a tough shot, good for 2 by Butler, 1-point game. Jimmy Butler now with 9 points tonight, shooting just 3 for 11. 6:40 remaining in the third. Smart, the ball handler. Top of the key, Smart moves it out to the left wing, into the hands to Tatum. Tatum guarded 1-on-1 by Butler. 8 on the shot clock. Tatum towards his right around the perimeter, guarded by Butler once again. Tatum crossover down the lane. Tatum kick out left corner. Smart with a 3. Shot clock goes off. Smart rattles it home. That's good for the 3 ball. Oh, that's a big time shot. First made field goal tonight by Marcus Smart. 4-point lead for the Celtics on the road in a big game number 5 of this series. 7.7 assists now up for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart now with 7 points from the floor. Robinson takes the 3, makes the 3 right back. That's good by Duncan Robinson. 1-point game all over again. 6 minutes remaining in the third. If you're new on the stream, 1.1K, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Threes are far and plenty to come from now in this game. 5 for 29 from 3 for the Heat, 5 of 18 for the Celtics. Entry pass down low. Horford gets fouled, and now Horford will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 5:42 remaining. Al Horford to go to in this game. 15 points. Only 2 players in double figures. Him and Derek White, who's got 11 for the Celtics at the moment. BGR, welcome back in. Travis, James, welcome to the stream tonight. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. 5:42 left to go in the third. Celtics outscoring the Heat in the third quarter, 15-9. Pivotal game number 5 between these two teams. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys are rooting for tonight in this game? Celtics or Heat in a massive Game 5 in the series. We have 5:42 left to go third quarter. Al Horford will shoot 2 free throws coming up after the timeout. Right now in the timeout, I'd like to let you guys know about our sponsor, DraftKings here. If you're out from the U.S., one of 18 states that currently DraftKings is illegal for 21 plus in the USA. Feel free to check them out. That link is pinned to the chat, also posted in the description below this video. DraftKings got some great offers. New customers can bet just $5 on an NBA team to win their game here in the playoffs. If they do, you win $150 in free bets. All you have to do, use the promo code TBPN. And now here's a message from DraftKings. The NBA playoff action is non-stop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more leagues and get a free bet back up to $25 if one league doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, Crisis by Counseling and Referral Services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. On the timeout currently, and it's a 1-point game at the moment. Celtics +7 in the assist column tonight, 16-9 at the moment. Going to come down to who can make the big shots late. Both of these teams are cold from 3, 5 of 18 shooting from the perimeter by the Celtics. The Heat just 17%, Boston 28% from 3. The Heat made 5 threes themselves. They've attempted 11 more, 5 of 29 from the perimeter. Boston 43% from the floor. The Heat 34% shooting at the moment. Celtics with those 11 turnovers are crushing them. Majority of those turnovers in the first half went into halftime with 10. 12 points off of those turnovers for the Heat. Heat +4 in the paint, 28-24. Celtics lead the fast break 9-2. Created by their defense, forcing misses off the front rim going in transition. Been a big crucial component here in the second half, altering shots down low by Rob Williams, as he's been a key of this defense. Al Horford back at the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Celtics, as we have 5:42 left to go, joining this one back to action. Victor Oladipo checked into the game for the Heat out of the timeout. A big key to the Heat in the last game on Monday. First shot is good for Horford. Walking legend, Cabo, Tariska, thanks so much for joining in. I got my Tatum jersey on, not looking so hot tonight. Jason Tatum, first team all selection, not even close in this game. Really has to rise in the remaining part of this game and prove America why he's a first team all selection. Hasn't done that throughout the whole course of tonight. Horford missed the second free throw. Around the rim and out. 5:35 left to go in the third. Heat go with Butler, Oladipo, Robinson, Tucker, and Lowry. That's the five on the floor currently. Adebayo on the bench at the moment. Robinson attacks. That gets blocked by Rob Williams. Here goes the Celtics. Pass ahead to Tatum. Euro step down the lane. Tatum missed the layup off the mark. Tatum got fouled. Right into the stanchion. Tatum goes and he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line as the clock will stop with 5:22. Rob Williams. 2 blocks tonight. Creates defense in that last possession with a block. And out it goes once again. Boston getting downhill, getting to the rim, forcing Miami into a little bit of foul trouble lately. That was Kyle Lowry picked up the blocking foul. 5:22 remaining. Tatum 2 shots. First one down the middle. Jason Tatum looking to get to double figures in the scoreboard. He is close to it. Not quite just yet, though. Kyle Lowry just picked up his 4th, by the way. Tatum's got himself 8 at the moment. Jaylen Brown's got 8 points as well. 7 assists by Tatum. Al Horford to go to tonight with 16 points, 5 of 7 shooting. Right behind Horford, Derek White with 11. Second free throw good by Tatum. Now he's up to 9. Poor game by Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and Celtics still up by 4, carrying it through their defense, holding the Heat to low percentage once again in this series at 33% tonight. Heat at the corner. Tucker takes the 3, rejected, out of bounds by guess who? Rob Williams. 3rd block of the game for the Time Lord as the clock will stop with 5:07. 4.6 rebounds, 3 blocks tonight by number 44. And black and green, Rob Williams the 3rd for the Celtics. Heat will get the inbound. 8 on the shot clock. Gabe Vincent gives it over to Butler. Top of the free throw circle. Moves outside to Lowry. Shoots the 3. That's way off the mark. That's actually Oladipo. Off to Butler. Shoots the 3. Off the front rim. No good. Tipped over to Butler. Offensive rebound again. Butler moves it out to Robinson. Across the floor. Vincent. Extra pass. Wide open 3. Left wing. Heat missed again off the back rim by Oladipo. Tatum comes up with a defensive rebound finally for the Celtics. Tatum will slow it down. He puts the ball into the hands of Smart. Miami 1 for 12 from 3-point range in the third quarter. Boston just 1 for 2. Celtics attempting 10 less threes. Now 9 as Tatum missed the 3. Putback opportunity by Rob Williams. They're going to count it or no? It's a foul on the loose ball before by Duncan Robinson. They will not count the bucket. Rob Williams will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. Clock will stop with 4:31. Duncan Robinson in a lot of deep foul trouble right now for him. Foul trouble is starting to play its course for the Heat at the moment. He picks up his 4th. So 4 personal fouls by Robinson, 4 personal fouls by Kyle Lowry. Max Strus with 3. Max Strus currently in the bench area as he checked out of this game in the early third quarter due to injury. Not sure about his status, but he might check back. We'll have to see. He's on the bench area at the moment. First shot good by Rob Williams. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up. We got 1.2K out here on the channel. Thanks so much all for joining in. The team that wins game number 5 goes on to win the series 83% of the time. Second free throw is good by the Celtics. Boston 0-1 in the playoffs in game 5s. Miami is 2-0. Celtics looking to overturn that script tonight. Out to the corner into the hands of Vincent. 4:20 left to go in the third. Jumper deep 2. Gabe Vincent hits it. Celtics with a possession will slow it down past midcourt. Smart moves it across to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing, guarded by Vincent, 1-on-1. 12 on the shot clock. Tatum dribbles up to the free throw circle, rises for the J. Tatum falls away, hits it. That is good by Jason Tatum. The best shot of the night for the game by JT. He's up to 11. That's a big-time shot by Jason Tatum. That's a first-team All-NBA selection shot right there in the last one. Right corner, Butler, guarded by Horford. Butler towards his left. Top of the key now. 5 in the shot clock for Butler. Bounce pass into the hands of Vincent. 4 in the shot clock. Vincent, crossover, jumper, right baseline. Vincent sticks it. Back-to-back J's go down by Gabe Vincent. He's got 8. 4-point game. 3:20 remaining in the third. Celtics with a possession. Smart. At the left wing perimeter, guarded by Gabe Vincent. Now switched by Oladipo. Smart dribbles, attacks, kick, corner, 3 on its way out. Horford no good, hit the rim short. Rebound controlled by Miami, pushing it 2-on-1. Pass ahead, Oladipo missed the layup. He got fouled though by Derek White. What a save there by White. That should have been 2 points on an open slam dunk by Oladipo. The camera hiding behind the camera view was White, who came into the picture in the last second. Victor Oladipo to shoot 2 shots at the free throw line. Game clock is stopped with 3:06. Roy, thanks so much for joining in. Hit us up on the chat who you guys got tonight in this game. Celtics or Heat. Feel free to let us know where you're from, where you're watching out here. What state you're representing. First shot good by Oladipo. Daryl, thanks so much for joining in. 1.3K, let's go everybody. We're not even in the fourth quarter just yet. Second free throw, Oladipo, around the rim, no good. Grant Williams with a defensive rebound. Celtics 5 on the floor. Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Rob Williams III. Brown hands it off to Tatum. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Tatum double team, pass it off to Grant, kick out to the wing, open 3 on its way, Jaylen Brown. Missed off the front rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent, PJ Tucker, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Victor Oladipo. That's the 5 on the floor for the Heat as Vincent will draw another Celtics foul again. Game clock will stop. 2:44 left to go as we're going to take a timeout on the floor. At least this game's not a blowout. Low scoring affair. It's been close though all throughout the night. Rico, Mel, James, Katniss, welcome on the stream. Largest lead of the game, by the way. The Heat led by 7. The Celtics led by 6. So, we've had constant blowouts in this series until tonight. And both of these teams going back and forth, back and forth. Lawrence, thanks so much for joining in from North Carolina. Junior, welcome to the stream from the Philippines. Take the time on the floor, 3-point game. That's on Grant Williams on the last one. Quick update in the foul trouble for you guys. 4 personal fouls by Jaylen Brown. 4 by Marcus Smart. 3 by Jaylen Brown. 3 now by Grant Williams. So Grant just picked up his third. 2 by Tatum. 2 by White for fouls for Celtics. And then foul trouble for the Heat at the moment. 4 by Kyle Lowry. 4 by Duncan Robinson. 3 by Max Strus. Everybody else with either 1 or 0 for the Heat. Don, welcome back in from Minnesota. Yeah, good morning out to you guys out in the Philippines right now. Welcome in, Manny, on the stream. We have a series indeed. We had a great game tonight. No double-digit lead throughout this whole game. We finally get a close game. Right now, since we're on the timeout, I'd like to let you guys know about our sponsor, DraftKings. New customers can, if you're out in the U.S., new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game. If you're from one of the 18 U.S. states where DraftKings is available, 21 plus in the USA, if they do win that game, you win $150 in free bets. All you have to do, use the promo code TBPN. That link is pinned into the chat, also posted in the description below this video. Joel with a dono. You the legend here, brother. Thanks so much for the dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat here for Joel. You guys are awesome on the channel. 2:44 left to go in the third. We're going to head back from the timeout right now. Al Horford, the top scorer, with 16 for the Celtics. Tatum's got 11. Bam Adebayo, 10.6 rebounds for the Heat. The top scorer, Jimmy Butler's been held to 9 tonight. 3 for 12 shooting. So this will be Gabe Vincent shooting 2. First shot by Vincent is good. Game 6 is on Friday night, same time, 8:30 p.m. Second shot good by Vincent, 1-point game. Gabe Vincent been a hot hand here in the third quarter for the Heat. 2:40 left to go in the third. Gabe Vincent up to double figures now with 10. Tatum has the ball, swings it out to the right wing, into the hands of Brown, the right baseline dribble. Pass left corner into the air with a 3. That's good. Grant Williams knocks it down. Driving kick, right baseline to left baseline where Grant Williams knocks down the triple. That's only the 6th made 3 of the game of the Celtics, but Grant Williams been showing that all throughout the playoffs, those corner 3s. A big one right there. 2:15 left to go in the third. Adebayo guarded by Grant Williams. Adebayo moves it outside to Oladipo. Oladipo towards his left. Swings it on top to Vincent. Deep range 3 contested by Brown. Off the glass, no good. Tatum. Outlet pass ahead out to White. Celtics win numbers, they will slow it down though. 2 minutes left to play in the third. White moves it on top to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Butler 1-on-1. Tatum towards his left, hunted down by Robinson. His pass deflected. White comes up with it, hustles for the basketball to save it. Moves it off to Brown, 5 in the shot clock. Brown dribbles, crossover, jumper, right elbow, sinks it through. That's good for 2. Big time shot by Jaylen Brown. Celtics extend, tied for the largest lead of the game, up by 6. Jaylen Brown finally in double figures right now. Adebayo mid-range, contested by Rob Williams. No good. Defensive rebound right back by the Time Lord. Here goes the Celtics, playing with a head full of steam, with energy, leading the third quarter 27-16. Tatum, double team, pass off to White, gets knocked down and fouled, and 2 free throws heading at the line for Derek White with 1:17. That's Bam Adebayo who picks up the reach and knocks down Derek White from behind. Derek White to shoot 2 coming up. If you're new on the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game here. Grant Williams with that monster 3, Jaylen Brown with a big-time shot, and the Celtics just feeling it from the floor, outscoring the Heat in the third quarter now, 27-16. Looking to add on to that total. Wick to the membership. Let's get that member hype for Wick here on the stream. You're the legend, brother. Really appreciate it, man. First shot missed by White off the back iron. David, welcome in. Yeah, Strus yet to make a single shot tonight. Did not make a single shot in the last game. He's dealing with a hamstring injury. And he hasn't checked into the game ever since. He went to the tunnel in the early third quarter, went to the benches, never checked into the game though ever since until now actually. Max Strus is now into the game, back from the free throws. Number 2 is good, 65-58 by Derek White. Inside the key, Oladipo, blocked by Rob Williams. Celtics come up with a basketball. Huge contact. Grant Williams is out of the play. Celtics win numbers, though, with a 4-on-3. Tatum puts it up, and he scores over Strus for 2. Largest lead of the game right here, right now for the Celtics. 48 seconds left to go. White almost came up with a steal. Lost it on the bounce, though. Celtics just out-hustling the Heat big time in this third quarter. 30-16 advantage in favor of Boston. Toivo, thanks so much for joining in from DC. .9 seconds left to go. Inbound from Oladipo to the top to Adebayo. Adebayo puts the ball into the hands of Caleb Martin. Top of the key, hands it off to Strus. Strus guarded by White, moves out to his right. Martin, open three straight away. That's off the rim short. Offensive rebound, Adebayo. Inside, working on Rob Williams. Nice contest by Rob Williams off the short rim. And it goes right back over to the Celtics. 8-zip run by Boston in the last 2.5 minutes. They will slow it down for potentially their final possession here in the third quarter. Looking to go up by double digits for the first time in this game. 15 seconds left to go. Shot clock turned down to 8. 7-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Brown, top of the key. Guarded by Vincent. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Turnaround. Knocks it down. That's good for 2 more by Jaylen Brown. Showing up in a big way in this third quarter. 5 seconds remaining. Vincent. Kick out to the wing. Jab step. Open three. Martin. That's off the rim short. The Heat cannot make a three whatsoever. And we close out at the end of the third. The Celtics double up the Heat. 32-16 in the third quarter box score. Jaylen Brown finally coming alive here in this third quarter. 12 points by Jaylen Brown. Tatum came alive too with 13. Al Horford, the top scorer, with 16. Derek White with 12. 4 players double figures for the Celtics. Rob Williams contesting shot after shot after shot. 8 rebounds. 3 blocks. 6 points by the Time Lord tonight in 21 minutes. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Thanks so much all for joining in. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. I'll be covering game number 5 between Golden State and Dallas tomorrow night. If you'd like to come in, you guys are welcome to come in on Friday night for game number 6, Celtics against Heat. Celtics' largest lead right here, right now, up by 11. Boston out-hustling the Heat in that third quarter. Celtics now lead the rebound advantage. They were -2 on halftime. They're +2 at the end of 3, 38-36. 17 total assists by the Celtics. The Heat with just 9 total assists in this game. Boston with only 2 turnovers total in the third quarter. They had 10 at halftime. Boston taking care of the basketball. 11 points off the fast break, too. They've been pushing it. Once they force the stop, come up with a rebound. If it's off the front rim, they start to push it for the Celtics and get down the hill. They've been fouled quite a bit of time, too, trying to get down the hill as they've gone into the free throw line. Not their best game at free throws. They're 15-21, 71% at the moment. The Heat's only gone to the free throw line 5 times tonight, where they're 9 of 10. Just closed out the end of 3. Like to let you guys know about our sponsor, DraftKings here. Here's a quick message from DraftKings. The NBA playoff action is nonstop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more leagues and get a free bet back up to $25 if one league doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, Crisis by Counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Celtics bringing the energy in that third quarter, outscored the Heat 32-16, just 37 points at halftime, and he scored 32 in the third. A lot of bricks, a lot of players playing through pain, some great defense tonight. That is an air ball by Miami by Jimmy Butler to start off the fourth quarter. 9 points, 3 of 13 shooting. Tough night for Butler once again in a nutshell. Not a bounce-back game in his favor. Celtics first possession. Up by 11. Ended the third quarter with all the momentum. 10-zip run to White. Moves it over to the left corner. Grant Williams gives it over to Tatum at the left elbow. 8 on the shot clock for Tatum. Guarded by Butler. Backs his way free throw circle. Kick out left corner. Williams takes a 3. Hand in the face. Rim short. Derek White battle for the rebound. Couldn't come down with it. In the middle of traffic. Tipped over to Caleb Martin. 11:15 left to go in the fourth. Martin, top of the free throw circle, hands it over to Butler. Butler goes for the mid-range, rattled out, and loose ball. Last touch by White out of bounds. It will stay Heat basketball. 11:06 left to go. Heat get the inbound. 11 minutes remaining. Butler jumper. Air ball for the second time in the first minute in the fourth quarter. This time it goes over the rim. Celtics with it. Tatum. Pivot move on Strus. Pass it on top. Horford. Up fake. Kick out to the wing. Open 3. The hot hand in the second half. Bang, bang. Connects on it. That is Jaylen Brown who makes the 3. Celtics on a roll. 72-58. They're turning on the Jets right now. Hand off to Strus. Gives it over to Butler. The wheels have fallen off the Heat. Butler gets the bucket, rattles in at the low right block. 72-60. 12-point game with 10.5 left to go. Butler up to 11 now, 4 of 16 from the floor. Top of the key, Tatum towards his right, guarded by Strus 1-on-1. Tatum dribbles back to the FTX Arena logo. 5 in the shot clock. Tatum dribbles, drives, kick to the corner. Horford 4 in the shot clock. Back out to the corner. Tatum with an open 3. Oh, he hits it. Jason Tatum money from the left corner perimeter. 15-point Celtics lead with 10 minutes remaining. Heat with the ball going downhill. Butler missed the shot too tall off the glass. Celtics with numbers. 5 and 4 off the break. Horford moves it across the court to White, will slow it down, shovels it out right corner, Brown, dish out to the wing, Horford, around the perimeter they go, off the Tatum left wing, Tatum, 1-on-1 with Strus, Tatum, backs his way, mid-block, Tatum, follow away, turnaround, takes the J, he's got it, Jason Tatum showing up in the second half, knocks down the shot, mid-range turnaround into the key, it drops through, 17-point lead for the Celtics, oh baby, Boston on turbo here in the second half. Timeout taken immediately by the Heat. 9:35 left to go. The Celtics 8-2 advantage in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Heat 40-18 in the second half. Game 6 goes back to Boston, looking to close it out on Friday night. 18 points now for Jason Tatum. Starting to feel it here in the second half. He's got 10 rebounds, 16 points by Al Horford, 15 by Jaylen Brown, 12 by Derek White. What happened is that the Celtics with Tatum and Brown stepped up in the second half, and kaboom, they shoot up out of the cannon, and here they go off. 3 players double figures for the Heat. All have scored 11 points or less. 11 points by Butler. Just 4 of 17 shooting. 10 points by Adebayo, 5 of 10. 10 points by Gabe Vincent, 4 of 8. Max Strus, 0 for 9 tonight. Kyle Lowry, 0 for 5. Victor Oladipo, 1 for 7. PJ Tucker, 3 for 7. Siegel with another dono. You're the legend here, brother. Let's get that dono hype on the stream for Siegel. Jason Tatum making superstar shots right now. Hand in the face turnarounds. What was not going through in the first half has gone his way here in the second half. Boston looking to put another team below 80 that they played against. The Celtics held Sacramento to 75 points on January 25th. They held the Knicks to 75 points on January 8th. They held the Heat to 78 on November the 4th. They held the Magic the day before on November the 3rd to 79 points. This one's looking like very well could be another team that scores under 80 points against the Celtics. Number 1 defense in the NBA. In Miami, shooting low percentage tonight from the floor. 30% shooting, 14% from 3. 5 for 36 from 3-point range for the Heat. The Celtics are up to 32% at the moment. Imagine if they were shooting the lights out of the ball like they were in that game 2. 47% by Boston. Their twos are dropping left and right lately. Matthew, thanks so much for joining in. Jordan, Maurice, thanks so much for being a part of the stream. Mary, welcome on board. Lowest points that the Celtics have allowed in the playoffs, that was 81 to Milwaukee. Game 7 against the Bucks when it mattered, they won 109 to 81. Game 4 against the Heat, they held Miami to 82. Edgar, thanks so much for joining in, brother. Boston 9 minutes and 35 seconds away from pulling off game number 5. 77 to 60. Rob Williams is a monster in the defensive end. He's just altering all the shots out there on the floor. Rob Williams tonight, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks in the 21-minute span. We come back from the timeout. Miami with the basketball. 9:30 left to go. Gabe Vincent at the right corner, guarded by Tatum. Moves it on top to Adebayo. Adebayo hands it off to Robinson. Looking to get some threes right now if you're the Heat. That one hits the rim short. Offensive rebound. Adebayo down low. Stripped to the basketball by Horford. Tucker picks it up though. A lot of time going off the clock for the Heat. Lost control of basketball. That's a turnover by Gabe Vincent. Too fancy with a spin move guarded by nobody. And just lost the handle of it and out of bounds it went. Celtics will slow down the pace. Tatum takes it past midcourt. Tatum, Brown, Al Horford, Derek White, and Grant Williams. That's the 5 on the floor. 9 minutes left to go. Over to the corner. Brown shoots the 3. Oh, he makes another one. Jaylen Brown is feeling it right now on another level in the second half. Under 9 minutes left to play. 20-point lead for the Celtics, and the Heat have given up. Boston is gunning into the mind of the Heat as that pass sails out of bounds to nobody. Nobody even close in the area at the right corner. It's another turnover for the Heat. Kyle Lowry going to check back into the game. He's at the scorer's table waiting for the next whistle. 8:40 left to go. Celtics will slow it down once again. 21-2 run by Boston. White at the mid-block. White gets tripped up and fouled. It's called on Butler. Boston is demolishing the Heat here in half number 2, outscoring Miami 43-18. Part of a 21-2 run charged by Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, both up to 18 points even. 8.5 left to go. Celtics by 20 will slow down the basketball again. 10 on the shot clock. Brown moves it out to his left to Tatum around the perimeter. Tatum double teamed. Moves it out to his right to Brown. Deep range 3 launches. Brown. Oh, he hits another one. Kaboom! By Jaylen Brown in a 24-2 run for the Celtics. 8:10 left to go. Jaylen Brown shows up in a monster way in the second half. Up to 21. Knocked that down from the edge of the FTX Arena logo for Jaylen Brown on that last 3. If you guys are new in the stream, you got 1.3K. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum came into the second half roaring like a lion, and they never looked back. First free throw is good by Adebayo. John, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Antonio James in the stream. Welcome on board. 8:13 left to go. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. I'll be covering Golden State against Dallas for game number 5. And then back for game 6 on Friday night to see if the Celtics can close it out. Second free throw good by Bam. Celtics by 21. Going to slow it down some more. Boston 16 of 24 shooting in the second half. Miami just 5 for 11. Celtics making 6 threes in the second half. Miami is 1 for 16 while Boston is 6 for 11. Grant Williams, mid-range, puts it up, gets fouled. Hit to the nose area. Game clock will stop with 7:58. They're not going to call it on Grant. They say it's offensive by Boston, so turnover by the Celtics. Grant Williams in a ton of pain. It will be Miami basketball. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Marcus Smart's currently out of the game for the Celtics at the moment. 7:58 left to go. I'm going to give you guys the 5 on the floor in just a moment here once they show the screen. For the Heat, they go with Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, Duncan Robinson, and Jimmy Butler. 50% shooting from the floor for the Celtics tonight. The Heat shooting the ball held at just 29%. That bucket's good downhill, though, for 2. Bam Adebayo up to 14 and 8 rebounds. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams. Smart on the bench, Rob Williams on the bench. So the 2 players that they needed to rest up are both on the bench right now, resting up for game number 6 to make a big impact and send them off to the finals. Game 6, by the way, will be in Boston on Friday night. Same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel, welcome in. 7:35 left to go. Tatum gets the inbound. Defended by Tucker. Tatum, crossover. Thinking about a step back. Moves it out to the right to Horford. Bounce past Tatum. Guarded by Tucker. Top of the free throw circle. Tatum swings it outside of Brown. Got away with a push-off. Out to the corner goes to Grant Williams. Shoots the 3. Missed off the back rim. Adebayo with a defensive rebound. Yes, I think the Celtics got a great chance to close it out in Game 6 Friday night. Adebayo. Turnaround. Jumper. Mid-range. High arcing. Delivers. Bam Adebayo carrying the Heat as much as possible for him tonight. He's up to 16, the top scorer. After Bam, 11 points by Jimmy Butler, shooting just 4 of 17. 10 points by Gabe Vincent. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. Derek White dribbles. Drives, and we get a loose ball down low. It's going to be called on Miami. Deflecting it out of bounds. Rob Williams will check back into the game for the Celtics. 6:53 remaining. Jason Tatum, Rob Williams, Derek White, Al Horford, and Jaylen Brown. Grant Williams currently in the bench. Jumper at the baseline. It's good by Tatum. Off the inbound. 85-66. Tatum moving it up right now is the jumper good by Bam for 2 more. He's up to 18. Tatum got himself now 20. 20 by Tatum, 21 by Brown. 6:30 left to go. Bam Adebayo scored the last 8 points for the Heat. At the wing, it goes to Tatum. Tatum shoots the 3. Around the rim, no good. A rebound collected by Duncan Robinson. Heat with a possession. Lowry sends it over to Bam. Moves it out to the corner. Deflected by Rob Williams. And it goes into the hands of Al Horford, who comes up with the basketball. Here goes Boston. Gonna slow down the possession. Derek White, the main ball handler. Top of the key, guarded by Butler. 6 minutes even. White, guarded by Robinson, 1-on-1. Crossover, spin move, blows past Robinson, floats it up with a teardrop. Gets the fall. That's good for 2. By Derek White with 14. What a blow by right there. Off a torpedo, driving right past Duncan Robinson. Robinson, handoff Adebayo, handoff to Robinson, shoots the 3 ball, got it. 16-point game with 5.5 remaining. What's good, Jay Eden? Welcome in from Hawaii. Celtics will keep on slowing it down at the moment. Brown gonna dribble, attack down the lane. Oh! Jaylen Brown soaring up high with the hops and throwing it down with a huge right-handed poster. Oh my goodness. Oh, baby. Jaylen Brown, baby. Holy smokes. 23 points, 11 in the quarter by Jaylen Brown coming off. Putting this level in the turbo mode on another level, head full of steam. 150 miles per hour on the racetrack, drive into the hole and throws it down with a monstrous right-handed poster. Get out of the way. Bam Adebayo. Woo! Oh my goodness. Jaylen Brown bringing the fire and the fuel, the energy here in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left to go. Adebayo, top of the free throw circle, gives it over to Robinson. Back outside to Lowry, off the catch, shoots the 3, air ball. Offensive rebound, Butler gets tangled up with Rob Williams, and the fall committed by Rob. 5 minutes remaining. 2 free throws coming up to the line for Butler. Celtics up by 18. And we get a timeout taken first hand. 4:59 left to go. Celtics dominating half number 2, outscoring the Heat 52-29. As we go on the timeout with the final 5 minutes coming up. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified future live streams I cover. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college basketball on the channel as well. You guys are welcome to join in tomorrow night. I'll be covering the Warriors against the Mavs, game number 5 of this series. It will tip off just past 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Since we're in the timeout right now, I'd like to let you guys know about our sponsor, DraftKings here. So we get a quick message from DraftKings. The NBA playoff action is non-stop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during the NBA playoffs? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total made threes, total rebounds, and more. And boom, you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place the same game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TBPN. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code TBPN, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis by counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus in the USA, 18 plus in Wyoming. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming only. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. A complete shellacking here in the second half. The Celtics outscoring the Heat 52-29. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum wait to show up for half number 2 and they go off. 23 points total by Brown, 20 points by Tatum with 10 rebounds, 16 by Horford, 14 off the bench by Derek White. In the first half, it was Horford and White, the top 2 players. And here comes along Brown and Tatum to carry them along in the second half. 18 by Adebayo, the lone player to show up tonight for the Heat after Bam. 11 points by Jimmy Butler, shooting just 4 for 17 tonight from the floor. Duncan Robinson with 11 now off the bench. 10 points by Gabe Vincent. Tough game by Max Strus. 4 points off the free throw line, 0 for 9 tonight. Went scoreless in the last game. Kyle Lowry, 0 for 6 shooting tonight. No points for Lowry either. And PJ Tucker he's got himself 3 of 7, 7 points, 10 boards tonight by Tucker. Celtics came into halftime -2 on the glass. Right now they're -3 at the moment. They were +2 at the end of the quarter, though, in the third. Big advantage. Boston +12 assist category, 23-11 for the Celtics. Celtics shooting the ball 51% from the floor, holding the Heat to 32%. Right now. And then the Celtics with only 3 turnovers total. 3 turnovers total by the Celtics in the second half. They had 10 going into halftime. Take care of the basketball. W on the scoreboard for the Celtics, and that's where they're trending tonight, 5 minutes away from doing so. First shot good at the line for the Heat. Second shot by Butler. That's good. Jimmy Butler's in pain. He's grabbing his left knee after the free throw. So Butler's going to play through it. 13 points by Butler, just 4 of 17. So that's 2 games that Butler is combined for to shoot the ball 7 of 30 from the floor. The last 3 games, but it's 7 of 31 by Jimmy Butler. 3 of 14, 4 of 17 tonight. Turnover. Tatum missed the mark of the pass to Rob Williams. Tatum looking for that assist there, just so close. Just a little bit wide, though, out of bounds at the baseline. Tatum flirting with that triple-double. Looking for that final assist. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. For the first team NBA All-Selection from last night. Selected to the first team. Jumper to elbow. Butler off the rim short. Butler airballed a couple shots at the early stage of this fourth quarter. Jumper to wing. Good by Gabe Vincent. Vincent now 5 of 10 shooting. 4:10 left to go. 13-point game. Celtics just looking to close it out. Gave Vincent up to 13 points himself. Jaylen Brown defended by Butler. Bounce past Horford, top of the key. Horford guarded by Robinson. Moves it out to the right corner into the hands of Brown. Knocked out of bounds by Vincent. Clock will stop with 3:58. Hey, thanks so much, Tom. Appreciate it, man. I'll put the memberships link out there if anybody's interested into the chat. I'll dig up the link for you guys. It's also in the description below this video too. Oop, that's the merchandise one. Tatum missed a shot. Goes back over to the Heat. 3 at the wing. Robinson missed off the rim, tipped up, and a defensive rebound. Went to the Celtics for a moment, but they're charged with a loose ball foul. Or it's going to be, actually, it's on Miami for the loose ball foul. Looked like it was on Boston at first, but it's on Miami for it. 3:30 left to go. The Heat shoot the ball just 7 of 42 from three-point range tonight. Held to around 30% from the floor throughout this game. Yep, I just put that membership link out in the chat there for you, Tom. Thanks so much for joining in, man. We got 3:10 left to go. I'm not sure how it works in the Philippines, but I know in the U.S. that link works well. Timeout taken on the floor. 3:04 left to go. Celtics by 13. So we're going to take the timeout here. I'm a Patriots fan. I usually watch more of the Patriots games myself though, because I like watching football on the TV screen in person. I cover a little bit of the games, but usually like other teams I cover, and I covered the Patriots a little bit in the preseason last year. But yeah, I usually watch the Patriots games because I'm usually like hanging out with my family who likes to watch the Patriots games too, and some of my friends who come over spend time and watch the Patriots games. Tatum had a really rough first half. Second half, though, he broke through. He's had a tremendous second half, bouncing back in a big way for Tatum. Tatum with a discouraging start, but he's moved on upwards. Tatum with just one more assist. He's got himself a triple-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists by Tatum. Jaylen Brown's been the great one, though, in this second half. Jaylen Brown making 5 threes tonight, 23 points for Jaylen Brown after a bad start himself with 4 turnovers in the first quarter by Jaylen Brown. Really bounced back in the second half himself. So the reason why the Celtics extended this lead in the second half is because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum came alive with Al Horford and Derek White, the 2 players who showed up in the first half. I'm out on Saturday, this coming Saturday. I don't think I get the channel for that. Yeah, I'm not that big into soccer myself. 3 at the wing by Jaylen Brown. That hits the rim short. Jason Tatum hustles, gets the offensive rebound, missed the layup, deflected into the hands of Smart. Back from the timeout, 2:50 left to go. At the right baseline, Smart moves it over to Tatum. Tatum dribbles, floats up the runner, off the back rim, missed, tipped up, offensive rebound. Rob Williams back outside of Tatum, up fake, draws the contact, but that's an elbow by Tatum. Offensive foul, elbow to the face of Duncan Robinson. 2:38 left to go. Good for the Celtics, though. A lot of time went off the clock as they kept on getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Ooh, that was a big elbow by Tatum to the face of Duncan Robinson. Manolito, thanks so much for joining in. A happy 10:50 in the morning. 2.5 left to go here. Robinson shoots a desperation 3 fadeaway, missed off the rim short. Outlet pass. Tatum ahead to Brown. Brown guarded by Robinson, back defensively. Outside, the Celtics will move it. 2:15 left to go. Tatum will slow it down. 12 on the shot clock for Boston. Tatum at the left elbow, backs his way on Vincent. Tatum turnaround, takes it, and Tatum gets fouled. 2 free throws by Tatum, 2:09 left to go. It's going to be Jason Tatum with 2 free throws, chance to put 90 on the scoreboard. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. as the fans exit the stands here. And the Celtics will look to close it out in game number 6 Friday night. They do. Jason Tatum, first free throw is good. Second shot by Tatum right down the middle. Tatum up to 22. He's got a triple-double tonight for close to a triple-double. One more assist. He's got it. Very close. I was looking at the defensive rebound total for Tatum. He's got 22 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. So one more assist. He's got a triple-double if he gets in the final 2 minutes. Turnaround. Bam. No good off the rim. Short. Tatum secures the defensive rebound. 1:45 remaining. Tatum will take it past midcourt. Tatum will slow down the basketball as this arena is getting empty out right now. Tatum at the top. Pass deflected into the hands of Smart. Gives over to Brown. Brown dribbles into the key. Spin move. Turnaround. Brown sticks it through. That's good for 2. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Phenomenal second half here from the 2 Jays. And the timeout will be taken by the Heat with 1:32 left to go. Celtics in 6 back in Boston with a chance to do it Friday night. What a great start to the weekend with a 3-day weekend if they do so. 25 points by Jaylen Brown, 22 and 12 rebounds by Tatum with 9 assists. 16 by Horford, 7 boards, 5 assists, and 2 blocks by Horford. 14 by Derek White. Rob Williams altering constant shots on the floor. He's got 6 points, 10 rebounds with 3 blocks by the Time Lord tonight in 27 minutes. Before we sign off tonight, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics were trailing at halftime. Boston could only muster 37 points. They trail 42-37 at halftime. What a difference half number 2 makes for the Celtics. They're outscoring the Heat in the second half, 56-34. Celtics doing it by moving the basketball in the second half. A big difference is the assist totals. 23-12 in favor for Boston. Fast break points 13-5. Only turned over the basketball 5 times total in the fourth quarter compared to 10 at halftime. Walking legend with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono, brother. Really appreciate it, man. 7 years old last time Celtics went to the finals. Just need to close it out Friday night for the Game 6 in their home floor. Boston making 20 shots of 35 attempts in the second half, well above 50%. Nice layup off the wraparound coming back from the timeout by Gabe Vincent. 93-78. 1:20 left to go. Nick Stauskas now into the game for the Celtics. Moves over to Luke Cornett. Back over to Stauskas the final minute. Stauskas missed the 3. Gabe Vincent with a defensive rebound. Final minute remaining. Pass ahead to Omer Yurtseven. He gets the layup. (2010) the last time the Celtics made it to the NBA Finals. 1 game away from doing so. That's 12 years ago. Last time they won it, 2008. Out of the 4 teams remaining in the playoffs, the Celtics have the longest finals drought out of any team at the moment. So it's been 14 years since they won a chip, 12 since they've been to the finals. So I was 14 when they last went to the finals. I was 12 when they won the championship last in 08. Aaron Nesmith with the ball, past midcourt. Gonna dribble out the clock as this game is over. The Boston Celtics had 37 points on the board at halftime. They end up scoring 93 total in the game. And they get a 40-4 series record in the playoffs in franchise history when leading 3-2 in the series. The series goes back to Boston for a game number 6 Friday night. Could be an early start for the weekend for the Celtics, as this game has gone final here. Boston looking to close it out in 6. Back in their home floor. Friday night. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Sensational in the second half. 25 by Jaylen Brown. 22 by Tatum with 12 rebounds, 9 assists. 16 by Al Horford, 14 by Derek White tonight. Held the Heat to shoot the ball. Low percentage once again from the floor. 15% from 3. 32% shooting total in the game for the Heat. The Celtics at 46.5% tonight. Boston came out hustling the Heat by a landslide in the second half. 24-14 assists by the Celtics tonight, plus 10 assist column. Celtics only had 5 turnovers in half number 2. The Heat couldn't get their transition points. Big reason why the Celtics were able to outscore the Heat by a landslide in half number 2 here. 56 compared to 37 at halftime. Celtics with 56 points second half. The Heat were held to just 38. 56-38, second half advantage in favor of the Celtics. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the stream tonight. You guys the real legends on the channel. And feel free to join in. Tomorrow night, I'll be back for Game 5 of the Golden State-Dallas series. We'll tip off around 9 p.m. tomorrow night, and I plan on being back on Friday night to see if the Celtics can close it out in 6. Before I do sign off, going to wrap up here to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams, as we currently have above 30 channel members at the moment. New to the membership tonight, we got Wick, as we welcome in Wick to the membership. Here's all the channel members. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Reynaldo, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ehino, Joseph, Michael, Wick, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Arohan, Micolette, Blessed Brian, SG Sports Talk, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody, Steven, Siegel, Tristan, Ian, Spaghetti Factory, Happy MT Dude, Mike, and Robin. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Celtics up 3-2 in the series as they pull off the victory. 93-80 over the Miami Heat. I plan on being back tomorrow for the Golden State Warriors versus Dallas Mavericks, Game 5 of that series, to see if Golden State can close it out in 5. Thanks so much all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, everybody.